I won't mention the heat in that case, but I will mention something else. As I send the notification on Discord that I'm streaming and that I'm going to be doing the review today, I end for the other Discord because for my Discord I put beep boop. For the other one I actually like put a full paragraph because my viewers know what beep boop means. Um, as I send it, the ending words of it are typically swing on by, right? I think I put swing on by this time. Yeah, swing by. A spider took that literally and descended directly in front of my face. And as you guys know, terrified of spiders, made my day. And yeah, that was fun. Oh, I know there's no video. No, no, I was doing that for dramatic effect. Have no fear. We do have the we I'm working with the full screen for two things today that I have. If I said I prepared it for you guys, I think that would be absolutely incorrect. Uh, I am thankfully wearing my brown pants. They're in good use today. Um, but yeah, whew. How's it going, everybody? And welcome to today's episode of Suntime and Stumbles Through Stuff. Today we are experiencing the end of an era. This is we have, for all intents and purposes, and for what I have defined, we have finished Hollow Knight as best as we can. See ya, Cap. Have yourself a good night, okay? Um, or have yourself a good ride home. Actually, my bad. Ooh, new Idle game. What do you got? Oh, fair. Yeah, no. If you pass out, that's totally fine. But yeah, so I've got this set up. What we have here is we have a tier maker, the tier list maker for the Hollow Knight bosses. We're first gonna. Oh, Swarms. I have heard of this. That's the Anthill one, if I remember right. Right? I think Cap typically cycles, if I remember correctly. I think he is. Also, I can check that for you. I can't check that quickly. Never mind. Here it is. Oh, true. Absolutely. Yeah. Ant suffice. It's an insect colony, effectively. Like it's a colony of insects of some kind. Yeah, you look in shape. I want to go home now. Go home, Cap. Get out of here. Go. So, I'm going to be doing tier masters. Yeah, I'm going to be doing two tier makers today. We're going to be doing one about the bosses, and we're going to be doing. Does that show the title? Yeah, that's excellent. We're going to be doing one about the songs, and that's going to be flashing. This site has a lot of ads, and we're not going to worry about that because you guys won't be able to see it anyway, so that's fine. You guys don't need to worry about that. Yeah. All right. Perfect. Acting from swirling, so it's ants. Fair enough. So we have a few options. We can either go with starting with the tier maker first. I don't know why I say that so weirdly. We can start with the tier maker first, or we can go with my review of the game as a whole. I actually played a bit of Hollow Knight today. I have been working on some Steel Soul mode, and I've died twice. So that tells you how that's been going. I've had to restart twice today. I think I got to. I was going to what I was trying to do was I was trying to go through the crossroads, then Green Path, and then get to Crystal Cave with the lantern. And I almost did it correctly. I almost did it. I needed some sort of, I think there's some sort of gate before the Crystal Caverns or something like that. The Crystal Peaks rather, sorry. Um, oh nice. Um, but yeah, like so I was like 50 gold short of whatever that gate was because I got the Lumify lantern and I had saved up for that, and I got to I went back to try to kill one of the brutes to try to get enough money, and died. And that was the furthest I've gotten in a Steel Soul mode one. I've gotten through the fungal wastes once, and I think I've died to those bombs in there because they're two hits per thing. Yeah, so I well, bravery, like yeah, reward to the brave and foolhardy. Like so, yeah. Let's go ahead and get started with this list here. I don't even know where to start. Elkridge Machete Knife. Ooh, nice. Nice. No, but it doesn't like you're buying it in advance. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. All right, let's start. Let's just start pulling from random from this list. Dung Defender I would put as A. A or B. He is like Dung Defender is a very fun boss fight. A very fun boss fight. He's all about like he is. Oh yeah, absolutely. We're gonna get there. Don't worry. Like we're gonna pull randomly here. He is like a legitimately just fun boss fight. He's also one of the only ones I beat in one go. He's not a difficult fight, but he's just so much fun. He's just so bombastic, so in your face about stuff. I'm gonna put him a high A tier because he is just a lot of fun there. This is I think this is Crystal Guardian because there's also the secondary versions, right? No. Okay, so this is judging the Crystal Guardian fight as a whole. Um, it's pretty easy. It's a pretty easy fight. It's got really cool mechanics. Um, the lasers and the lasers are all oh yeah, no, Markov is going down. Okay, hold up. We're gonna put two out of the way right now. No Eyes goes to the very bottom, so does Markov, okay? Boom, okay? They're both F tier. Hate them. They can go fuck themselves. I will actually talk about them in depth. Um Painting Life. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. So, uh, so should I talk about the base fights or the other fights in general? Absolutely, please do. Cause and this is why, like, I'm highly distractible. So, because Watcher Knights aren't horrible. Like, they're bad, but they're honestly they don't deserve to be that low. Also, where are they? Oh, there they are. I would put them in E, not F. No Eyes is annoying RNG. There's not really much fun with the fight. It's not a fun fight. It's just a matter of waiting for openings. It's you can safe spot the entire base fight. This is my review. I'm starting with a boss tier list. You know, what I've wanted to do for a while. Um, but yeah, No Eyes, the base version you can do. I'm going to. Don't worry. I'm working on it, guys. Calm down. I'm giving a review here, not just putting them in. Like, I'm not gonna put them in with no explanation. I'm gonna go through each one individually. I've already skipped over Crystal Defenders because people keep asking me about other ones. So, but to go through the five that we have on the board here. Um, no Eyes' base fight is stupidly easy to the point that you have a safe spot. You can go from the safe spot. Like, the biggest problem with the biggest key to No Eyes' fight is patience. If you don't mind waiting 5 minutes, you can just get the fight done in one go. But the problem is she doesn't have a lot of health. She doesn't. Thank you, Kat. She doesn't have a lot of health. She probably has too much health for that fight style. If you took out the safe spot, it would be a lot more. It would be a lot more fun of a fight, but it honestly might be in the more difficult category. But that would probably be more what they were expecting it to be. Um, exactly, yeah. Once you understand No Eyes, it's stupidly easy, and there's not really a challenge to it anymore. Then you have her Ascended fight, which is absolutely cancer. Like, I don't know whose idea what it was, because the worst part of the No Eyes fight is the platforms, and they decided, you know what we should do? We should make that the main event. I understand that it is designed by the I understand it was designed by Patreons or Kickstarters. They got to put their own Three-sided scale for fun, rage, and difficulty. Look, I had to split the. I would love to, um, but it means we'd be doing three of these. Oh no! Now my girlfriend's distracting me too. Um, but but okay, so but I'll grade it on those three criteria at least. No Eyes is not very difficult for the first level, very difficult for the second and third. It I think the only boss I raged for was actually No Eyes, if I remember correctly. Um, Cubes and plot point. I would love to. If I could figure out how to plot that in Excel, I will do that. And I didn't find her fun. She wasn't very difficult until she was extremely. I raged for Millibeth, but Millibeth isn't a boss. She was a plot point that manipulated me emotionally, and I hate her, that bitch. Use MS Paint. No, I use GIMP, damn it. Come on. I am more refined than that. I use a different photo editing free software. Generic image. Was it? I think it's. I think it literally stands for. Yeah, no, she wasn't difficult, and then until she suddenly wasn't. It's like what is it? That was John Oliver's description for yeah, it was John Oliver's description for Israel. Israel, funny until it suddenly isn't. Uh, but yeah, No Eyes just feels basically impossible to just it just feels like such an annoying fight. It's such a stupid fight. I hate it so much. I understand that the Kickstarters were the ones who made it. It's a really good idea. It's just not quite executed correctly. I understand what they were going for, but what we have in the game is not, I think, what was envisioned. I'm being very polite here. Kinda, yeah. Markov has a very similar problem, except that Markov is difficult and then he gets somehow more difficult. You like that doesn't make sense. But basically, like the way I beat Markov the first time in like the game world was by going through and I think I stayed to the floor basically. I stayed to the floor and then got in close when he had the thing. And then I went down and I kept dodging everything by just moving left and right on the floor. I would love to. I think that would be a bit too much of a review. I'm going to do a general review for that in general. I also don't know all the terms that well because I didn't really use many of them, and that was just my play style. Um, we could read the Hunter's Journal as well. That'd be fun. But regardless, though, we are at least at latest starting Dark Souls 3 on Wednesday, if not today. Okay. But yeah, Markov. Then what they did for the Ascended fight was they like because they give them double health and damage for the Ascended fights, which again for No Eyes, she already had too much health to begin with. We've already read through the full 100. There we go. You missed out on that one, Beagle. Um, Markov, they also took out the floor, so you could just fall to your death as well. You could fall and take damage in a silly voice. I liked the voice, thank you. So yeah, Markoth is just several worms are hilarious. They are S tier. Absolutely, they are S tier because they are not difficult. They are not the rage inducing, but God, are they hilarious. Yeah, basically. See you next fall. Yeah. Uh, but yeah, just they made a very annoying fight even more annoying, and I even without the ascended mode, I would have given him an F. Like he's just in the F tier already. Big Leaf Boy? Who's Big Leaf Boy? Are we talking about Marmu? Are you talking about who are we talking about? There's several. Oh, sorry. Here's the other Crystal Guardian. Crystal dude, the one that's a bush. Oh, you mean Grim? Less self-grandizing. He's still a dick. No, okay. So No Eyes is at least like killing everybody, but Markov is just a dick. Um, he is less so. Good lord. What did he have two to begin with? I know. Advisa, I scrolled over it. Don't worry. I scrolled over it and then I went to. Oh, you guys don't actually see my mouse. Oh, you do. Okay, yeah. I went over it and then I went to Grim. That's what he's going about. I'm funny. Um, Watcher Nights I didn't absolutely hate. They're just not fun. Um, they're not rage inducing to me. They are very difficult though. They are not a fight to be trifled with. That is a point that I got stuck hard stuck on for the last time I tried a yeah, they just watched the night, exactly. Um, did I call them night watchers? They're night watchers, right? Yeah, the night watch. Yeah, okay. The Watcher Knights. There we go. Fuck. I'm confusing myself here. Yeah, and then he just became stupid. The cheese strat doesn't work for Markov. Oh, you're talking about the chandelier. Sorry. Okay, so for Watcher Knights, the Watcher Knights are still are difficult to begin with. Um, they're not to be underestimated, and honestly, you need that chandelier to make it like honestly, the chandelier, while it makes it a bit easier, it's honestly not a big difference. And if you had the chandelier versus not having the chandelier, at least that I found it wasn't like I think that you can because it only ever gives you two at a time. Yeah, no swinging from the chandelier. Um, unless you see it, exactly. Um, I liked Watcher Knights, but they're also very difficult. I'm actually gonna bump them up to D, I think, because they weren't horrible. It's just they're very difficult, and it took me a lot of tries. Yes, advisor. What do you got? It's not Markov enough. Oh shit! Sorry. Um, where's Markov? I don't know why I thought that was Markov. My bad. Is it just me that thinks they look alike? Uh, that's Galeon. Gorm. Oh, there he is. Sorry, my bad. No. Yes. I can do word association too. So I'll do Brooding Mullet next. Um, no. Yes. I'm gonna put him on along the same lines as the Watcher Knights. He was a very difficult fight. Um, yes, Beagle. SR? Oh, sorry. I didn't see any songs in the chat, so I thought that was fine. Here, I'll turn that up a little bit. So, Brooding Moloch, really cool lore to be honest. Turn it down a bit. Really cool lore to be honest. It's actually really good. I really appreciate the lore for Brooding Moloch. Just having that sea of bodies behind them is an epic landscape for an arena. Love it. Um, it is a very tough fight when you first meet them. It is probably one of the tougher fights in the early game. And I say early game because it's in an early game area and you don't really need anything special to get there. I think you can get there with just a dash. No, because here's the thing. Brooding Moloch is actually not extremely difficult when you figure out the tricks to them. And while that took me a long time, I actually developed a good appreciation for the Moloch fight. No, exactly, you don't even need the dash. It's just an incredibly difficult fight in the early game. If you can pogo, you're good. Yeah, exactly. The thing with Brooding Moloch, yeah, the only problem with Brooding Moloch is it's a very difficult fight in a very early part of the game. And people who are who get used to, oh, I need to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, that's a very good point. But here's the thing: I don't think that that Moloch is in the yeah exactly. Moloch in the grand scheme of things is not difficult. Auto manipulator, yeah. Moloch isn't a difficult fight. He's just difficult for the time he's in. When you get a nail upgrade, when you get maybe double jump, when you have like the upper tier abilities, he's really easy. He's not an F tier for that reason though. Mechanically, he's a very good boss where you have to do timing, you have to do positioning. It's a very clever, well put together boss. Actually, it's a really well done. The only problem it has is it's in a very early part of the game, and so your initial reaction to Markov is going to be, "What the fuck was that?" And that's why he's so low here. Okay, I'm gonna keep him in the D tier. Yeah, he also killed Tizo, which is why he's a lot lower. Okay, if it was just the fact that he was early game, I would probably put him in B. Because B tier is like the reason that Crystal Guardian is there. Getting back to it, Crystal Guardian. I actually really like Crystal Guardian. This is just a testament to how filled the S tier is going to be. Yeah, B tier exactly. Um, Crystal Guardian, you have to fight him to get to a bench, which is awesome. Which by default puts you in B tier for bench. Um, Second off, though, it's not a difficult fight. He is a mini boss. So he's not supposed to be difficult per se. But really, can any like a lot of these would be considered mini bosses in other games because they're not like things where you get things in the end, right? They're not things where you get giant upgrades or like they're not things that are in your path or whatever for wherever you're going. Technically, for those, you only have the three being well, you only have the two. You only have four main bosses in this game if you want to think about it. You've got the Watcher Knights, you've got Umu, you've got the Hollow Knight himself, and you've got Radiance. Those are your four. Well, and sorry, and Hornet twice. Those are your six big bosses of the game. I might be missing one. You can consider False Knight one, but you can also skip the False Knight fight. False Knight's like your first fight of the game, like Soul Master 2. Yeah, see, but the point is, there's not 40 bosses in this game. There's a lot of mini bosses, but they all deserve the title of bosses because they are all well mechanically put together. A lot of mini bosses are just reruns of mechanics for many other games. Mini bosses are just a lot of mechanics that people put together and throw together and put them out there. These are actually well thought out fights. A lot of these are really well thought out, well crafted, well put together, and this is why I'm doing this tier list. Because talking about the mechanics behind it, talking about the sticker's coming off, shit. Talking about the mechanics behind the bosses, talking about where they fit in the game. Because the fact that we're talking about where they fit shows that they are not just mini bosses. Exactly, yeah. Calling out Dark Souls, I like it. Crystal Guardian is a very good example of this. He is, for all intents and purposes, designed as a mini-boss. He is designed with mechanics that you learn ahead of time. You learn how the lasers work in the previous room, for instance. You learn that you can't hit crystals, so you can't pogo him, which a lot of people do for a lot of the other bosses. Looking at Hornet, for instance, or for the Massive Moss Charger, as another one. But for the Crystal Guardian, you actually have to work with how his moves work, and it's very nuanced about the timing of the fight, and there's a certain rhythm to the fight that you have to get used to, and it's for it's typically I actually like the way it's placed, where it's basically at the end of one of your bench to bench travel sessions, where you're trying to do an exploration mission to find a bench. You find a bench, and now there's this one last guy in the way, and you're like, it's you and me, boy, and it's like a spaghetti western standoff with this guy, and then you both start shooting. So that's why I like this fight. It's still a boring fight because, for that all being said, it is still not a really good fight. It is annoying when you die to him because it means you have to start all the way from the previous bench and go up to the bench you're trying to get to. They also patched out the Defender's Cross trees? Oh, dang. Nice. But yeah, in the end, it's not a difficult fight. It didn't make me rage too much. Um, it's does what it is there to do mechanically, but it is not above and beyond, right? And that's why he's not higher, right? He's not a boss. He's not designed to be big. He's designed to fit his role, and he fits his role correctly, and that is great. And that's why he has B. C and up is going to be fights that I liked. These are all going to be real bosses that that should not be sad for being these tiers. If you're in C and up, you should not be upset. D is the territory. F is the fuck this, right? Like if I immediately go fuck this, that guess where they're going. This is Elder Who. I actually like the Elder Who fight. I'm gonna put Elder Who in B tier. Elder Who is my favorite of the Dream fights, I think. We might have to resend that later on. But out of these 3 fights that we've gone over, there we go. Out of the 3 fights we've gone over so far, yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that's because I didn't understand Who, and I didn't. Yeah, we raged at Who initially, but the thing is, Who has definitely grown on me since then. Oh, we're gonna get to the Great Prince Zode. We're gonna get to Great Prince Zode. Have no fear. Little fucker. Uh, he's a fuck this as well, but he's gonna go into a different tier because I don't absolutely hate Great Prince Zode. I think he's funny. But Elder Who is because of how easy Elder Who becomes. I'm gonna keep them in C actually. Like they start in the F tier if you get there really early. Hi. Yeah, effectively. So the big reason that I raged at Who was because I found Who early because of the pathing I went through, right? I went through Crossroads, I then went through Green Path, and then I went through the Crystal Place, and I got the Dream Nail, right? Fanfic Gary Stew, I like that. I don't know why I've never heard of that before, but I like that a lot. SR paused again? No, it should still be going. Probably didn't like your music there. No, Q's still going. I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, so with where I was, I got to Who before my first nail upgrade, if I remember right. I got to Who before I got a lot of the upgrades. I don't think I had double jump. I don't think I had. So I was only working with dash and the shot, and I had no other spells. So it was just me and my base nail. My song's in the queue. Nothing playing. Okay, refresh. Night Thought. There you go. There you go, buddy. But yeah, with like me going up against Elder Who with base nail and base stuff, absolutely hated him. Right? Very difficult. Very, very, very difficult to go against that at any point. Right? Sorry, very difficult for anybody to go up against Elder Who with base stats. Elder Who is a very good recovery fight, though, when you get to Godhome. Godhome allows you to, like, Godhome is one of the places that takes Elder Who and changes them from very difficult to very easy. That's not a bad thing per se. It's just something of note. Elder Who is one of the best examples of difficulty by when you get to them, right? Same thing with Brooding Malek. The difference is Elder Who also has mechanics that we never see before, or really, again, we never really see the descending pillars, if I remember correctly. Like you see it for a few other fights, but not in the way that Elder Who does it. Sorry, not in the way that Who does it. You see, like, and just it's really the fight is also really pretty because it goes. And they have the stuff that goes down. There's pattern recognition. There's decision making. As much as I would love to put Who in the F tier for first, they actually really grew on me, and over time, they definitely worked their way. A good place in my heart. Not an amazing fight because it was still tainted by how I saw it at first. Tinted by how I saw it first, but there's still a good fight to go with. Okay, it's a good boss fight. It's not amazing, like S tier amazing, but it is a decent boss fight. Lostkin. I'm gonna actually put Lostkin in A tier. I really like the Lostkin fight. It was actually the yeah, we're gonna say that's correct. Because I think this is the because this is the one of these two is Lostkin, and one of these two is Uh, what is it? Foundkin? What is the other one called? I forgot what the Dream Battle is called. I'm pretty sure these are the two, though. Broken Vessel, thank you. So Broken Vessel and Lostkin is a very good example of the Dream fight evolving from the first one. Yeah, yes, thank you, yeah. Yeah, Lostkin and Lost. Yeah, Lostkin is the Dream fight, sorry, yeah, I had that backwards. So Broken Vessel, I really liked it as a concept. It is one of the good examples of the song, the boss music really matching the fight, and a really good example of the leitmotif and the musical works being brought together. However, with this tier list, I am not actually ranking it on music, and that is why I'm actually going to bump them down to B tier because of that. Because they have an extremely good soundtrack, and that definitely made me like them more. But as a fight in and of himself, music tier list is coming up after this. We're gonna go over the music. Don't worry. As I've said for the last few weeks, we are going to be doing two tier lists. One is the boss fights, the other one's the music, and we're doing them both today. Well, they're not bowing at the end. They're kind of just reaching out, like recognizing us. Like the lore of the Broken Vessel is extremely good. The lore for the fight for the yes. Oh yeah, because the spirit goes up. Yes. Yeah, our poor. Yeah, actually, sorry. I stick with this. The lore and the lore tier list one go to Mossbag. Um, the lore for them is extremely good. It's well placed where they are. It's well done. I really like the Lostkin and the Broken Vessel. I think that they're very well done as far as their lore goes. It fits really well with everything together. Their fight is also decently good. It's also well put together, where it is a very good example of the fight not changing much between the initial fight and the dream fight. Yes. um, Mechanically, nothing much changes between the two fights. It is just a bit faster, and there's a few more obstacles. And it really makes you change up your build. It makes you have to redo things. If you kind of connect the trailer, how long were you driving? Somebody didn't check their mirrors. Oh, I didn't say fully why I like Dung Defender. Dung Defender I just have a lot of fun with. Do I have the right one here for Dung Defender? Yes, okay. Dung Defender is a lot of fun. I love Dung Defender. He is well placed for the lore. He's got a great lore as well. Halfway to Istanbul without potatoes. Yeah. Started in LA, yeah. And he's going to Istanbul. It's a well-designed fight. It's in a good place in the game because it is actually a very even matchup when you get to him naturally. Santa Fe, oh my god. He drove across two states. Istanbul, not Constantinople. So yeah, very, very well done fight. The White Defender is also A tier. It is really clever how you have to find it. I actually didn't find it without, I think I had a bit of help from you guys if I remember right. Istanbul, Constantinople. Oh no, cat's not gonna have a good time. You got Paganini? No, that's Istanbul, not Constantinople. My bad. Of course, Idiot Cat, sorry. No, yeah, I just assume that's something you have, like... I read Istanbul and I immediately thought that song, so... Is it bad memories or okay memories? Yes, I think I've explained those two well enough. Again, it is a good example of the mechanics not changing too much, but changing enough that it catches you off guard and you have to adapt well. Mechanically, it's really well done. Like it's well placed in the game. It is emotionally great. We actually didn't go against the White Defender 5 times, which maybe we should, but that's for another day. I think it's a good time for us to move on from Hollow Knight to Dark Souls at this point. Um, so Oro and Mato, I'm gonna put as A as well. It is really impactful lore-wise and like game arc-wise, story arc-wise, to go against the masters that you've known and that you were taught by. And it is more of a master and apprentice fight rather than somebody trying to act out of desperation. It is somebody testing you, and that is great. That is absolutely great. It is like the White Defender in a way. The Dung Defender in a way, where he is testing you to be allowed to into the area he's guarding. Where Oro and Mato are testing your mettle to make sure that they have taught you well. Right? It is a master verifying that their student has learned, and the mechanics for the fight are so well done. They are clearly like they are a way better version of the Watcher Knights fight. Like, I like to think that the reason that we don't like the Watcher Knights, and the reason because they're so difficult, is they took the teachings of Oro and Mato, and they're like, we'll just do that, but all of us. And that's why it's so difficult. So, I could also do Crystal Defender. I'm going to put them right there. So, Enraged Defenders is the same reasoning as the Crystal Defender there. I love the Nail Masters. I think that they're a really good idea. I'm very happy with how their fight goes, and I love it. Fun fact, go for it. Fun fact, Santa Fe, hard to get back from. 80% damage. Oh, that's even worse than what I said. So, False Knight. False Knight, you're going to be surprised by this. I put them S tier. Um, while Failed Champion, I put A. False Knight, I would argue, is a perfect example of how to do your first boss, of how to design your first boss in a video game. Let's just go over what your initial thought process is for when you start playing this game. Okay, you start going through the different paths. You try to explore on your own. You find your way down to the right side. Huh, can't really do much. Okay, I guess I'll go over to the left side. Yeah, basically, yeah. You go over the left side. You would find Cornifer naturally as you go through this place, because the only way you can go in this map, and it doesn't force you this way. Well, no, it forces you this way, but it's a natural way of forcing you this way. That's a bad way of putting it. Yeah, you can literally just skip it. Exactly. It is an amazing part of the fight. It is a brilliantly done and a well executed thing. We're gonna be getting to that. Don't worry. So you get to Cornifer naturally because that's the only way you can get to. It doesn't feel you're kind of funneled that direction, but it's not out of. It's more of a, hey, let's explore this way since the other ways are kind of circling back on themselves, right? You get to you get to Cornifer. He gives you a map, and on the map is this terrifying symbol on the map, and you're like, that's a boss fight. So what do? You make your way through the map to find that location. It is like it's a natural progression. It actually builds up the boss fight from that first map, where it's like you are starting to dread already what is in that room, because it's like it's sorry, not dread, but be curious about it already. This room is marked on the map. This room is written in the map. Oh yeah, plus that we're gonna be getting there. Don't worry. So this is all marked on the map where you go through the different tunnels, which you now know the layout of you know roughly the route you're going to be going down. So you start going through the tunnels. You get up to the bench, or you completely miss it. Um, and you get to that area. Oh, it's Hegemon or Hegemon, Hegemon, Hegemon. Is it Hegemon? Hegemon. I go Hegemon from now on. Oh yeah, we saw that. Yeah. Uh, Hegemon. Oh really? Yes. Hegemon. Oh, it's pronounced Hegemon. Thank you. Okay. Um, I was gonna pronounce it Hedgemoth. Uh, but yeah, so you get to the antechamber for the fight, and you find this guy. that, funny enough, actually has a very similar face, if I remember correctly, to this guy. Like, if I remember right, I think that those soldiers have. Oh no, they don't. They don't have the same mask, but they are a big round dude with a giant club, and they start whacking at you, right? If you're like me, you try to fight them. You try 20 times and lose every time, and then you get good at it, and then you kill them. Um, God, I'm still embarrassed by that one. I think it was more than 20. But those mechanics are the exact same mechanics in this fight. Nothing much else to them. So you are prepped for the fight before you go into it. You've learned the mechanics naturally. You then go up through the place. You find this giant room, and you're like, "This is the boss fight room," and it's not the boss fight room. So you're like, "Huh? Well, I guess I'll keep exploring." So you go up above the boss fight room, and you're like, "Huh? This is also a giant room." So you enter trepidatiously. You find three little dudes there, and you have two choices. You could either jump past them or kill them. If you jump past them, you try to go out through the other door. Suddenly, dude falls from the ceiling. Roll for initiative, right? It it surprises you, but thankfully each boss it waits a few seconds, so the initial shock of oh my god, this is a boss fight sets in, and then it allows you to be ready to go, right? He has a slam attack and a jump slam attack. I said roll for initiative. Yeah, exactly. So you have the time to recover from the panic of oh, like you're not just like going oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. There's a guy that just descended from the ceiling. He's got a giant club and he's whacking me over the face with it, right? You have that few seconds of panic, and then you are ready to go, right? A lot of games would just have them drop upon you and then just start wailing, looking at you, Dark Souls. Um, yeah, exactly. So this is how I die. And you're like, not to, but you have those few seconds of not today. I've got this. I've been preparing this whole time. And then you recognize that the moves that he's doing, he's got the telegraphed swing, which is something that the other guy did. He's got the telegraphed wah, which puts out the wave, which the other guy did as well. Then you have then he starts going like then he starts jumping up and down and like but then you realize you can actually like just barely get a yeah, settle sorry. Um the problem okay, so the reason I distinguish it from Dark Souls is because everybody calls this a Dark Souls, the Dark Souls of platforming. And I'm really going to bring this apart from that. You don't need a wiki to play this game. Uh, um, this game is designed better than Dark Souls. I am, and that is why it is. It's not that this is the Dark Souls of platforming. It's that Dark Souls is the open world version of Hollow Knight. Dark Souls is the Hollow Knight of open world exploration. That's how people should be viewing it because Hollow Knight does it better. So you continue through the fight, and the fight's going fine, and then suddenly he does a big slam on the ground, which causes the ground to shatter, and he falls down to the big room that you were in at the beginning. If you're paying attention, though, when he did a previous slam, you would have seen the ground shaking a bit with the bit of the silt coming up. That's actually a sign that the floor is weakening. I didn't notice this at the time because I was panicking and I was trying to heal. Um, Understandable, I know. There's also at that point, after he does that point where the ground shakes and silt comes up, you could also go to the left side. Yeah, it's also cracking a bit. Again, I didn't notice this. I was kind of worried about the big fuck off guy with the mace, so I didn't really notice that at the time. But on subsequent playthroughs and watching other people play, because I've consumed a lot of media for this game, I've seen basically like maybe 5 different speed runs. I have seen like maybe 4 different playthroughs. Currently working through 3. Like I've greatly enjoyed this game, and I've never spoiled myself for any of it. I actually had to stop. Yeah, yeah, basically, I had to stop at certain points and like bookmark like the different timestamps of where I was, so I could go back to it when I got caught up with everything. So for a lot of speedruns, I would have to stop at Got Home. for a lot of speed runs. Like I still haven't watched a full playthrough, a full speed run because I have not watched Pantheon 5 yet. And I will actually not watch Pantheon 5 until I've completed it myself. I know roughly what is in Pantheon 5. I know what the end boss is going to be, obviously. Um, I know what the other bosses are going to be along the way. I just don't know what other things to expect. I don't know what the upper tiers of the bindings are. And I'm going to keep it that way because this is a game that I respect enough that I would like to learn these things by myself. Right? I think that that's important for this game. Fuck. All right, that's it. We're muting Beagle for a few seconds. I can't custom time you out. You're lucky this time. Um, but then he slams it. He falls to the ground, and with him sprawled on the ground, you don't actually beat this guy. He beats himself. And that is a bold, thank you. That is a bold move to make for a first boss, and it is pulled off really nicely. You are outmatched for this guy. He's got armor, you're not able to heal up much. You're not able to, this is a boss fight that a lot of first time players, yeah, he beats himself. He beats himself hard, and he's just lying there and a bunch of white stuff comes out. So, he, no, like, you don't beat him. It's a really good reward at the end. It gives you access to a lot of the rest of the game, and then after that, this guy guards so much in the game as well. This is a really well done first boss, and he should be recognized as such. That's why I'm putting him in S tier. Flukmarm is an E tier. It is not a fun fight. It is a really easy fight. This is one of the two bosses that I beat the first time as well. Dung Defender's up here because it's a really good fight. This was just so easy that I beat it the first time. I literally just stood on top of them and pogoed. There's nothing fun about them. Flukmarm. I'm talking Flukmarm. First boss. Fuck, man. I mean, first boss in the way that they birthed all the other ones, maybe. And so they're, like, chronologically first. Yes, the False Knight is decently easy. But it's not supposed to be difficult, it's supposed to be a challenge. And there's a very big difference there. It's supposed to challenge the player early game, and then when you get to the later stages, like with when you're able to go against them in Godhome, is a very good boss to see again in Pantheon 1. It is great seeing them. It feels like a breath of fresh air. They're a bit stronger in the Pantheon 1 fight, obviously, but it is a good experience to see them again, and you actually get to defeat them in one-on-one in Godhome, and that is a very good touch. I think that you have to stagger them 4 times instead of 3. So you actually effectively you get them to send, like, what effectively this means is that you get them to 25% health, and when you get them to 25% health, and then they die themselves. For me and other people, I think a lot of us got to 1 heart, 1 mask when we were trying to beat the False Knight the first time. Oh yeah, Failed Champion. Failed Champion is A tier because it is not too difficult from the False Knight, but it is also a bit more difficult, and thus made me a bit more mad. It is a dream fight, so dream fights are naturally a bit lower than their counterparts, because they don't really tie in with the lore as well. But it does give us a lot of more lore, where you're able to go in and dream nail them at that point and see what their opinion, their mood, their whatever you will, their thoughts are. Right? You get to see what their aspirations and what they want to do, and it really does flesh out the character really well. I would say White Defender and Dung Defender are pretty much exactly the same as far as how good they are, but like that's not because they're the same fight. They're good for different reasons. Like the White Defender is actually really difficult, but in a good way. It is a bit more difficult in a good way, and it is still the fun fight you knew, but it's got the little twist to it. While Dung Defender has a really good meshing of lore, right? They're good for different reasons there. Failed Champion is very good for lore, but it is not to the tier that False Knight is. That being said, False Knight is low S tier, so but it does deserve its place in S tier. Flukmarm is bleh. It is boring. It is not rage inducing. It is boring. Oh yeah, we're gonna be getting there. God Tamer is an F fight. It's not difficult. Well, no, it's not difficult when you know the tactic for it. It is a very good boss to have for Trial of the Fool. It is a very good final boss for that, if I remember right. Hold up. Yeah, because Oblobbles are Trial of the Conqueror. It is a very good final boss for Trial of the Fool because for Trial of the Fool you're probably going to be at half health, and it's a very good half health boss, I'd say. Um, it's one of the bosses that I really needed to use spells for the first time, and it's a good fight. It's a good fight. I first met them when I got to Godhome, so I appreciated what they did with this. Actually, no, I'm gonna put this in high B tier actually, because thinking it through, the best mechanic they did with this fight is you think it is the rider that you have to face first. So you go start wailing away at the rider, and then you realize that doing that does nothing for the battle. And a lot of people will do like they would like typically when you have two things in a fight, you go against them both evenly, right? Especially for like Oro and Mato fight. Oro and Mato fight is actually easier if you go for one over the other. And so if you go for one over the other, but you don't know which one you're going to go for, you're going to be going for the one that's always going ham on you. And the thing is, they're both. This is a very good Smough and Orstein comparison, I guess you could say, if you're talking Dark Souls. But again, this one, I think that this one's executed better because it is all the health is in one dude, and the other one is a distraction. Exactly. Beast is the god. But you don't realize that because it's God Tamer. Like it's God Tamer. So why would you try to fight the mount? Like fighting mounts in games is not something that comes to people naturally. So having that bait and switch, having that idea of you need to fight the mount, not the rider, and avoid the rider as much as you can, that makes it dog versus cat versus mouse instead of cat versus mouse. And that is a very good concept. It is very cleverly done. Actually, fuck it. I'm going to put it in mid A's here because it's actually a really good idea. And it was very unique, and I thought it was really well done. The mechanics of the boss are unique as well. The it deserves its place as at the end of Trial of the Fool. It's not S tier. I'm not going to bump it up anymore, but it is a very good fight. It is a very good fight. Sly is S tier. I don't think I have to say much more than that. But below the Nail Masters, that is a good point. Yeah, sorry. Nail Masters should be up here with Oro and Mato. Thank you. Sly is also above you. So Sly is a amazing fight. It is a well done fight. As one of the last as one of my last things I had to Radiant, God, I respected Sly's fight so much. It is you versus the Master. The Master. The Neil Sage Sly. It is incredible. The entire story arc for Sly in this game is amazing. Is great. He is unassuming Yoda character in this game. And it is just I think Sly might be one of my favorite characters in this game. Like I don't know if he's like my absolute favorite. I think that might still be Hornet. Oh no, there was somebody else. Hold up. Who's the other person I like more? Quirrell. Quirrell. I think Quirrell is my favorite. I have a lot of favorite characters. That's why I'm saying Sly is like definitely top 10. Nailsmith, thank you. Nailsmith is my absolute favorite fight. Sorry, absolute favorite character in the game. Today's gonna be me talking a lot. All right, Grey Prince Zote. I actually liked this fight a lot. Given the context, given the precepts of Zote, and I actually do remember a lot of them. Um, Zote is a very well designed foil to the main character. Your character is someone who never talks, is in the background all the time, and has a quiet strength to them. Zote has a very, very loud weakness to them. He's all talk and no action. You're all action and no talk. He is a very good nemesis to you. And the best thing is all you have to do to beat him is show that you are worth. I'm paranoid about spiders, guys. Sorry. Um, exactly. Yes. Life Ender is the best weapon name ever, and if I ever get to rename a sword in a game to anything, I probably will rename it to Life Ender because it's just a great name. In memory of Zote and how he was thoroughly trounced by me every damn time. But as for the actual fight itself, um, it is a really well done fight. It is a really well done fight. It is absolutely annoying. Absolutely annoying. No, it holds up. So actually, Life Ender is one of the few things that stays good. So like you pogo it several times with a pure nail, it's still alive and kicking. Um, but yeah, Zote is like one of the few dream fights that's lore makes perfect sense. I cannot put him higher than where he is right now because honestly, out of respect for everybody else. but but to have someone dreamed up as like from a shrine, yeah, sure, it's a fanfic Gary Stu, but still, the fact that pure hope and imagination, it is so well done. It is so well done lore wise, and the lore ties in with the fight, and the fight is just basically him failing over and over again. But the idealistic image of him makes those failures into actual successes. It is brilliant. Exactly. We've already fought Zote twice. No, we've already fought Zote once. The Eternal Ordeal is also is there Eternal Ordeal in here? It is. Oh my God, hold up. Oh no, this is just actual regular Zote. Damn it. Okay. I would have been so happy. Um God, if I could do an Eternal Ordeal is honorary S tier. I guess it's not a boss fight, it's just like a an endless thing. Oh yeah, he doesn't actually hurt you. I forgot about that. But yeah, like the actual fight in the end, the mechanics of the fight are really well done. A lot of them are not really seen before, um, and it's basically it's a well done fight. It's a well done fight. The Zote fight actually reminds me a lot of the Hades end boss fight as well. You have things that explode. You have the companions that are summoned. You have big flashy moves that are used to hit you and typically do, unless you're very good at dodging. It is a very good parallel to the Hades fight actually, and I actually think that the Great Prince Zote fight is really good. I think it's really well put together and I think that it deserves its place way up high in A tier because I think a lot of people thought I'd be putting it in D tier. Um, like I was annoyed by it a lot. I really was annoyed by Zote a very large amount. Um, and I think we beat him. Did we beat him once or three times? I remember it being one of the two there. I think we only beat him once. In the game proper, I guess you could say, not in the non God Home setting. But no, it's a stellar fight. It's a well done fight. It's well put together. I love it. Just once, yeah? Okay, cool. Not a problem. Growlmother is a very good beginning boss. Still deserves the B category. It's very easy. It's one note. It's unique in its mechanics, but it's not difficult and it's not very engaging. It's a really easy fight to do. Um, yeah, to make sure Brad didn't abandon town, correct. Um, Growlmother is pretty cool. It's not overly fun. It's not cause rage. It is actually. I'm gonna put it. No, I'm gonna keep it there because well, I'll put it high C tier, I guess. Um, because it's good, but it's not good, you know? It's not amazing. It is still a good fight though. It is well put together. I almost died to the sudden Windows Windows screensaver flies after the fight, and I really liked that touch to it. I thought that was really good, which is puts it high C tier as opposed to it because it's not the fight itself, because it's the post fight. It's not even a part. I think that that should have been a part of God Home actually. I think that Grez's mother bursting into babies would have been a brilliant idea. I think that would have been great to see in God Home, and I'm a bit disappointed that it wasn't there. But again, Grez's mother is a solid fight. It's a good fight. It's well put together, good fun. Gorb is medium A tier because Gorb. Um, Gorb is a really fun fight, all about positioning, and yeah, yeah, effectively, yeah. Wow. Now, when you put it that way, I feel bad. Um, uh, what does it talk about? Yeah, Gorb. Um, um, I like how Gorb gets more difficult the further along the fight you get. I think that's something that a lot of the other boss fights don't have. Um, Sly does, White Defender does, Oromato kind of do. Yeah, Oromato do. Um, I think everything higher than Gorb does to a small degree, but not very much so. But Gorb is one of the few that executes it very well. Markov does, but fuck Markov. Um, but yeah, Gorb does Gorb. Yeah, he's got the classic scaling of the more you hurt him, the harder he hits back, which is great. It is great that he's using his mind power. He's floating all over the place. I think he says Gorb all over again, over and over again, which is hilarious. Gorb is just Gorb is a solid fight. I love the Gorb fight. It is great. Hive Knight is low C, I'd say. Oh, absolutely. It's shaped like his head. Or at least he was a student there. One of the two. I think he may have worked under. Oh no, sorry. I was thinking Soul Sanctum personally, instead of Teachers Archives. Actually, sorry. I have to put the Hive Knight into B tier. That's too much of a funny thing there. Um, I love some of the B Knight. I was gonna say B Knight. That's not right. I love some of the Hive Knight mechanics. I think that some of the Hive Knight mechanics are absolutely great. You have the swarm ability that he has, which is hilarious. But absolutely what I was expecting when I saw the Hive Knight. Sanctum Knights don't summon spears. True, true that. Yeah, that's a good point actually. Huh? But there is a Nail Master. Um, but yeah, Hive Knight is a well-crafted. He's a very good foil to the character as well. He is a very good. I would argue that the Hive Knight is very close to a mirror matchup, actually. True. Could Gorb be a moth? Questions. All right. But yeah, Hive Knight is an excellent fight. Uh, it doesn't have too many. It's not got a very big wow factor, but it's a good end of DLC fight. And it's a good solid fight there. Um, Hornet is S tier. I would have to. Uh, uh. Yeah, I'll put it higher than False Knight. Hornet is a very good second boss. Oh, good to know. No, that's actually not true. Markoth. Markoth also has spears. Oh, you're talking about the circular spears though, like the all directions one. Fair, fair. Never mind. I was incorrect. My apologies. A thousand patterns of patient one. But yeah, Hornet is a very good fight. Hornet is our girl buddy. I'm actually gonna I actually don't like the second version, but you can't put our girl any lower than A. Yeah, yeah, gotcha, gotcha. My bad. Thousand patterns of patient one. Um, both of the Hornet fights are very good. The second Hornet fight is much more difficult. Mm, low S. Um, that's gonna be the lowest S tier. But the initial Hornet fight is very good as a good. It's the two fights together show that the first one is just a test, and it's not her working at 100% of her ability. Um, but the mechanics are really well done. The movement is really good. The lore behind Hornet is really well fleshed out because they're going to be making her the sequel character. Like, but like that's why I'm not putting her above Sly though, because Sly's lore is going to be probably just for this game, but they are straight up setting her up to be the next one. She is absolutely tanky in the second one. The first one, not so much, because like it's easy to actually beat her. I think she actually has, she might have less health than the no, she has more health than the false gen. Oh my god, she has more health than the false knight, doesn't she? Damn. Is this the Trader Lord? No, that's the Trader Lord. Hmm. I don't know what I'm talking about. Marmu. Um, Marmu is honestly D if I had to. Yeah, Marmu is so adorable and hilarious, but the fight isn't that difficult. Like, you can make the fight difficult for yourself, but the fight isn't difficult. Yeah, trailer is high D for Dick, and that's a trailer. Yeah, he's green. Right. Yeah, high D, but Marmu is low D. It's not a difficult fight. The ascended mode is very difficult because I would just put myself in a yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. Marmu is a not terrible dream fight. It's a good standalone fight, but it's also not that difficult and not that fun. It is when it's basically you're playing what is that? What was that game called that we played all the time? It's you're juggling a soccer ball. I know that Marmu's just a kid and the lore is decent behind Marmu, but the fight isn't engaging. The fight isn't difficult. You're basically like you're playing keep up with a soccer ball. It it's not a difficult fight, and it's not an engaging one, and it's not really even rage filling. Like it's not. It's just annoying. It's just an annoying fight. It's an obstacle in your path, but lore wise, it's you having fun with a kid. That's why it's D and not E or F. And actually, I'm gonna put him above Trader Lord because Trader Lord deserves to be a bit higher, a bit lower. So Trader Lord, the fucker. I don't like Trader Lord as a character, which is good because what he did. Um, but that being said, I actually liked the fight. The concept of the fight. It was one of the first ones where I actually got to use my way of playing the game, and that turned out to be a really, really bad way. This was the first time that I got to learn that my way of playing the game was not wrong, but very difficult to do correctly. No, not shit. Blade is awesome. Um, but yeah, the Trader Lord was the first time that I really noticed why my strategy for the game was meh. Thank you, Kai. They also killed our Scottish girl, which was like again is one of my favorite characters in the game. Uh, oh, also Hornet is also one of our favorite characters in the game, just so you know. But yeah, fuck Trader Lord. Um, decent fight, but fuck Trader Lord. There's a good rhythm to his fight. The earthquakes completely killed me every time because I didn't know how to do them, and I just kept trying to dash. Um, Massive Mouse Charger is also a very one note fight. Yeah, no, exactly. That's why I said fuck the Trader Lord. Like we don't. There doesn't need to be anything more said than that. Fuck him. He's bad. Yeah, and the less we talk about him, the better. Massive Mouse Charger is a very one note fight. He's got two moves. They're both really easy to dodge. You can basically dodge that guy forever. If you know what you're doing. He was really easy to Radiant. I just needed to get used to the fight because it was a long time since I've gone against him. And oh, he's absolutely adorable. Like the massive Moss Charger is the best three kids in a trench coat fight I've ever seen. It is really well done. Actually, I'm gonna put him high D tier, lower than Marmot though, because they're both cute. D tier used to stand for dick. Now though, um, but yeah, massive Moss Charger. I love it. That's just the concept of three kids in a trench coat. That is a brilliant plan for a boss fight. I love that, and the fact that they get away at the end. That's awesome. Um, it's the successful three kids in a trench coat fight. So, Nosk. Nosk I actually have to put in C tier because it's actually a pretty good fight. It is dark and messed up. What the hell he's doing? But mechanically, it's a very good fight. Mechanically, it's a well put together fight, and it is a very fair fight too. However, it's not an amazing fight. It's a good fight, right? It is it's okay kind of fight. But I'm not putting him low because one, he fits in the lore really well, and considering the place that he is in, really well done. It is a very good example of a predator preying on the weak and the helpless. Absolutely, we're going to be getting there. Don't worry. Um, it is a very good example of a predator preying on the weak and the helpless, and ultimately doing very good at what they do. Mad respect for Nosk and the concept because I'd actually been waiting for a fight like the Nosk. Sorry, I've been waiting for a fight based on the lore of something like Nosk the entire game, of some sort of insect using camouflage to lure in some prey. Oh, absolutely. It's a well done game, well done thing. Like did the same thing that those killer grubs did, right? The grubs that when you kick them out of the jar, they turned it to. But that's brilliant, though. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Like Nosk as a character and a concept is absolutely brilliant. It's a thanks I hate it kind of fight. Um, it is very dark. I think I might have giggled inside a bit when I saw Nosk for the first time because honestly, that transformation is cool as fuck in. Oh, exactly. It is cool as fuck when you rewatch it later on, but it is terrifying in the moment of, oh, hey, little guy, oh God, oh God, oh God. Like that reaction is incredible, right? Is absolutely awesome. I've had to watch it several times over, and I think my favorite part of, yeah, oh my God, yeah. But the fact that he is, like I I watch a lot of playthrough. When I watch playthroughs, that's one of the moments I'm waiting for. The Brooding Malek reveal as well as the Nosk reveal. It is genuinely disturbing. I was expecting the vessel to be suddenly eaten by something, and I was terrified, and it became something even worse. Such a cool concept. I respect that madly. That's why he's C tier and not lower. It is a brutally difficult fight. It takes you a lot of tries to get him actually correct, and I think that all he's got pale ore behind him. I think is it pale ore or masked fragment? It's one of the two. Um, or maybe I'm just completely off there. What's behind Nosk? If you don't mind reminding me here. Um, the fight is got some really cool mechanics to it that you never really see beforehand. Eee, that's terrifying. Um, but yeah, the lore is cool and the concept is brilliant, but it's such an annoying fight. It's such a tilting fight. Thankfully, you have some time between goes to get it going, right? It's really well done, but it is also absolutely terrifying, which are all good points for it. it's a good it's a mechanically very good fight, and I respect it, but I don't like it as much as the other fights, and that's why it's high C, because it's a solid middle of the road fight for me. It's definitely better than Elder Who. It's because of and Gruzmother because of mechanics, but it is lower than the other guys because it is just a fight that it goes above and beyond. Actually, no, fuck it. I'm actually gonna put him high B tier. Um, because yeah, no, I'm convincing myself here. It's chilling. Like Collector's gonna go high up too. Wait for it. Uh, you guys are gonna be upset with some of my viewpoints here. What the heck are you? That is absolute radiance. Cool. Just a giant sun. I thought this was like a sort of thing. The atmosphere index. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. It's a good fight. That's where I'm gonna leave that review. Galeon. Galeon is high C because it's not a difficult fight, and but it's mechanically it's got some really cool mechanics where you got spinning blades all over the place, and he's bouncing up and down too, and you have to like dodge over all over the place. I think it's actually really cool, but yeah, forgettable, not bad. Exactly. It's not a bad fight. I actually think it's one of the better the one better what are they called? It's the grave dream. What do you call them? It's the forgotten. It's the grave warriors or the essence fights effectively. Oh, the arena's gorgeous. He is like the light in the dark for that area. He is like the only good thing about Deep Nest. Like the only good thing. Well, Warrior Graves. Thank you. Yeah, he's probably yeah, he's one of my favorite Warrior Graves. And we're gonna see actually the actual ranking here, which looks like Gorb's in the lead. I don't consider White Defender one because they're an offshoot of Dung Defender. Saving those for later. Ob levels, they're low C. Ob levels is a really good concept where it's one of the ones where you have two enemies and you have to fight them evenly or be very good at dodging. Um, Ob levels is a very good concept. It is a very good idea. It is just not a very compelling fight. Good idea, fits within its niche. Doesn't really do much else. Doesn't really do anything outside of that, and is not really exciting. It is a bit of a letdown, to be honest. That was the ending of the second trial for the Colosseum. That being said, though, I would say that Oblobbles, the trials, the difficulty is never by their bosses; it's by their length, and that's why Trial of the Fool is so difficult because it's a slog. All right, my buddy Nail Master Shio. First off, Happy Pride Month, everybody. Uh, if you if you did not know, there have been a lot of happy couple percent speedruns this month. A lot of them are raising money for charity. Fireborn started his, I think, 6 hours ago, 5 hours ago, and he might still be going. Oh, sorry, Paint Master Shio. Sorry, um, but Paint Master Shio, yeah, he started the stream at $12,000 raised, and half an hour in, he had raised 2,000, and that was incredible. And absolutely go and give support if you can, because that is a good cause to go for. Um, Now, as for the Shio fight itself, the Shio fight is gorgeous because it is just paint all over the place. It was everything I wanted from that fight. And actually, I might put Shio higher than Sly. I'm not sure yet. Um, I'm on the fence there. That makes a lot of sense. Wait, how do we know? If you're wearing the Defender badge, the mark of the Defender, Defender's mark. Fuck, I don't know what that's called. When you're wearing the Defender's thing, is that a sign? Like, does he say something when you go up close to him? Sorry about that. And as he did. Oh, cool. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Huh, cool. But yeah, Shio's fight is really good because it shows how he's got the skills of a nail master, but the paint because the moves that he does are all based off of the moves that Sly taught them, right? The moves that you got from the nail masters. When he becomes a paint master, he does the exact same moves, but adds a flair and color to it, and it's a gorgeous fight. The fact that the moves are color coded is great. Yeah, I'm putting him higher than Sly. Sly is emotionally a very good fight, but Shio's is emotionally and artistically a gorgeous fight. And mechanically a gorgeous fight. Shio's is probably one of my favorite fight. Is probably going to be one of the top three. He's probably not going to move from that spot too much. He's probably going to be. Oh, actually, looking at this, probably third or fourth. We're going to find out. But yeah, Shio's is an absolutely amazing fight, and I was very happy to see them when we got done Pantheon 2, which actually I think you can watch the reaction. Exactly, yes. Shio is the god of opportunity and the wisdom and opportunity. Shio is the heart of Shio is the heart and passion behind sword fighting, but also shows the heart and art behind sword fighting. He makes sword fighting into an art literally and figuratively. And it is just a gorgeous fight and a well put together fight and well telegraphed. When you figure out the mechanics, it becomes a dance. Like all these fights are a dance. Some of them are way worse than others as far as dances go. But Shio's is a dance that is more based in exactly, yeah. But he's his fight is way more a dance of paintbrushes. The dance floor is an easel, and he is painting away the best way he knows how, and that is gorgeous. And we should have totally known from that fight that he was gay, because that he's using rainbow colors. So it's a color run. True, true, true. It's a color run. I've done a color run. Color runs are fun. Color runs are great. Wear a white t-shirt, come out with tie-dye. Perfect. All right, let's go to the Soul Masters. Soul Master and Soul Tyrant. I'm not actually going to put them there, don't worry. Soul Master, no, wait, what do you got? Yeah, performance art. There you go. Yeah. It's I think like contemporary performance art. Yeah. It's like the ribbon dances, you know? The ribbon dances you see in the Olympics. We are gonna put these guys just below Gorb just to make them a bit angry. So, Soul Master and Soul Tyrant is a very oh, hi. Apparently girlfriend wants attention. Give me a second, guys. Ooh, she got a shelf unit. They're lower than Gorb just to annoy them. Soul Tyrant was is a really really well I hated him at first because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Um, and when you get to know the dance though with the Nail Master, it is really sorry, not the Nail Master, with Soul Tyrant, Soul Master and the Soul Tyrant, they become a lot easier. They become a lot more cool mechanically. It is a great example of their name. They are the Master of Souls and Master the Tyrant of Souls. And I've been calling them backwards. This is the Tyrant. This is the Master. My bad. Because the Master is the Dream Battle, if I remember right. Exactly. Yes. Perfect. Soul Tyrant and Soul Master are equal in their tier, and just like the White Defender and Dung Defender, they're very equal in how I rank them, for very different reasons though. Masters of the Waking Battle. Thank you. I actually had it right. Damn it! I should have stuck with my guns. That's fair. Okay. Um, but yeah, the difference though is that Nail Master is very well placed. You're climbing up the sanctum to his chambers and his location, and he calls you out, and his entrance is epic, absolutely epic. Cats are awesome. Yes. I want Whiskers. Where's Whiskers? The cat. Not. I don't actually want Whiskers. I'm not a furry. I'm scaly. So the tyrant though is like it makes sense that he's more powerful in dream. Like this is one of the few where it makes sense that in his dreams he is more powerful because he draws from the soul. Dreams are based off of your soul and your willpower and the like. And that is a good example, I think, of thank you. Uh, you can choose if that was a joke or not. Um, the uh, the Soul Tyrant is a good upgrade from the previous fight. It's very good for throwing a lot of very interesting curveballs at you, and basically every single move is tweaked a little bit. It's not that you're adding a single mechanic; it's that every single mechanic is slightly different, and that is a good example of the care that's put into this game. It is a good example of everything being slightly different and and being good for that reason. In fact, we're gonna put him a bit higher. I actually can't tell which one's which. I'm assuming this is the dream version, and I'm putting the dream version a bit higher. So, fuck, what are you called? Soul Warrior. There we go. Soul Warrior, we're putting him above Zote. I'm gonna have a very big A tier list. That's okay. Um, Soul Warrior is an excellent fight. Oh, actually, no, wait, hold up. He's roughly on par with Hive Knight. Now that I think about it a bit more, like when I initially put them down, they'll move slightly. Don't worry. The Soul Warrior is has got some really cool concepts. He's got the moving balls, which you've gotten used to at that point of the Soul Sanctum. He's got the because there's three tiers to the Soul Sanctum, right? You have the initial fight with the floaty dude with the ball that comes after you. You've got this guy, and then you've got the final boss of the area. And this guy is is a very good mini boss. Is a very good mini boss. Is a miniature Soul Master where he doesn't have all the power of the Soul Master, but he does understand the power of Soul. And he does have spells, and he does have teleportation, and it really does make you think on your feet, and it's a really mechanically good fight. However, it is exactly for its wheelhouse. It is exactly, yeah, it's it's exactly like it's exactly how you would it fits well in the lore. It's just it knows its limit, it plays within it, and unfortunately that limit is not amazing. It's just good. It is a good fight. It is a well put together one. It is high B. It's high B tier. I'm putting it above Nosk because fuck Nosk. Um, but yeah, it's good. It's good. It's not amazing, but it's good. Which one do I want to do next? Okay, I'm gonna assume that this is the Eternal Ordeal and not just Zote, because Zote is like its own tier. Here, I'm gonna add one. Oh, no, no, no. Can I add a tier? No, okay. Well, I'm just gonna put Zote. Okay, so Zote would be its own tier. It's a good comedic boss fight. It's hilarious. I love it. As far as the Eternal Ordeal goes, it is low B. I'm actually not gonna move it from there. Uh, it's the Eternal Ordeal is everything it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be not hopeless, but difficult. It's supposed to be yeah, Zote boat. Yeah, exactly. Um, it's not difficult, but it is you're going to die eventually, and that's the whole point of it. It's supposed to overwhelm you, and it's supposed to make you feel like you're not going to be able to win, which you won't. Um, it was that was definitely a fight that I just Well, no, I enjoyed the Eternal Ordeal. That being said, it's not amazing. It's just good. Not bad good, but good. Good. Good means good in this case. It is a good fight. Not amazing, but good. And definitely something that would have been missing from the game otherwise. Umu. Umu is D tier. I just don't know where it goes. Because Umu is not a difficult fight. It is just very annoying because you have to wait the whole time, and I'm not even gonna put it in E because it's better than some of the things in D tier, and I think I'm gonna put it right about here because it's roughly on par with Mumu, Marmu. Sorry, with Mumu. Yeah, it's roughly on tier with Marmu because like it's a fight where you have to dodge all the things, and honestly, the dodging is a lot of fun, and when you figure out the dodging is just stupidly easy. Doing them in Godhome, the Godhome was a good example of. I think Umu was the one of the few instances where, well, I think that the Godhome fight is better because with Quirrell, it's a fun fight where like emotionally the fight with Quirrell is really good. However, mechanically you're just waiting for Quirrell and there's literally nothing you can do to make the fight go faster, right? There's absolutely nothing you can do to make the fight go faster. It's not about your skill. The only skill that you have to worry about is dodging everything. I think we took 2 tries for Umu, if I remember right. What the hell happened there? I think I'm going crazy, guys. I think I just saw something crawl across the desk that didn't actually happen. But like, it's not a difficult fight. It's not a. The Quirrell fight is good. When they took out the ground, that got very, very annoying. Oh yeah, yeah. Good luck with that, man. Good luck. Um, but yeah, without Quirrell, it's even more annoying because then you have to be dodging and aiming the bombs at him at the same time. Um, it's not a horrible fight, but it's decently boring. I'll give it low C because yeah, I'll put it on tier with low bubbles because it's not bad, but it's not good. This is like the category where I like it, but it's not amazing. Vengeful Fly. The Vengefly King, that's what it's actually called. Which I was calling the Vengeful King the entire time, which made it sound really cool, and then I found out it was Vengefly King, and I got very disappointed. So, Vengefly King, I'm gonna put down in the D tier because it's not a difficult fight. The God Home fight made it good because like when you have the two going at you, that's actually a fun fight. But the base fight is pretty boring. Plus, it means in order to fight him normally, yeah, you're absolutely correct. There's nothing actually incorrect with that. Winged Nosk is a version of the Vengefly Kit here. I'm gonna put okay, ready. Now here's the problem. Okay, the Winged Nosk fight. I'm gonna put these two together because they're effectively the same fight. Okay, the Winged Nosk fight is better than the Vengefly King. However, it is also much more annoying and much more bullshit. Yeah, it's like playing Double Dutch, and that's why I actually don't mind the Vengefly King fight when it's like the Ascended version. I actually really like the Ascended version of the Vengefly King, and I think that should be the default version. Um, and then you just need to double the damage for the second tier, and then the third tier is just no hit. Like that would be perfect. However, we're left with him being a basically I jump, I pogo, I potentially spell. I jump, I pogo, I spell. I jump, I pogo, I spell. He spawns dudes, I hit them. I jump, I pogo, I spell. It's not a difficult fight. I just told you what the entire fight is. If you spell him 4 times, he dies. The base fight is I jump, I pogo, I spell 4 times. There's nothing difficult to that fight. Every time, like, and to make matters worse, When you defeat him, you save Zote. But if you don't kill him, then you miss out on like 300 Geo. So you have to kill him. So you have to go through a like there's the speedrun method, which is like you hit him 3 times and then you like 3 fireballs and then you're good, right? Winged Nosk is a beefy, better version of the Vengefly King. However, it is utter bullshit. I hate Nosk so much. It is just the biggest gut punch that I didn't need to see. You can kill Zote later in Deep Nest, that is fair. I'm not going to go to Deep Nest. Why would I go to Deep Nest just to kill Zote? um, but yeah, no, like Vengefly, sorry, not Vengefly King, Winged Fly Nosk King. That's the best part. True, that is a good point. But yeah, Winged Nosk is honestly really really cool. Oh, true. Yeah, that is the best part about that. Yeah, I forgot about that. I never killed Zote that way. We killed him by abandoning him with the Vengefly King, so I didn't know that was a way. Um, but yeah, Winged Nosk is perfect narratively, perfect narratively for the it's perfect narratively for Pantheon 5. That gut punch of oh crud, it's Hornet, oh fuck, it's Zote is great. It's amazing, and I love that narrative, and I love that reaction, and that's something else I like watching people when they get to Pantheon 5. I think that's absolutely hilarious. Now, that being said, fuck this fight. It's yeah, because normal Nosk is difficult but fair, challenging but fair, right? Is mechanically brilliant, great. It doesn't have yeah. So like Nosk actually well no we're not counting music for this part because we're gonna get to that. But good lord, Winged Nosk, I think I called him Winged Zote at one point. Winged Nosk has got like honestly seeing Hornet and then seeing it not be Hornet terrified me and was brilliant and I loved it. I love that moment. And the initial fight of him swooping in and then laying out the enemies is great. And then the infection juice goes all over the place. And that's a stupid, horrible moment of the fight, and I hate it. That being said, it's not a horrible fight, it's just not a good fight. Yeah, but in all fairness, you can't really you can't really build up Winged Nosk. Like I'm agreeing that Winged Nosk is bad, just not for the reasons you're listing here. Oh yeah, it's got a great sense of gravitas. That's why I'm putting him under the B tier, and I might actually put him higher because I'm thinking it all through. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna put him top of B tier. Zero is actually my favorite of the Dream Warriors. So we're actually gonna put him just before Gorb. I love the Zero fight. We're moving on from Nusk because we've established fuck Nusk. That's all we need to say. Okay. Um, Gorb is not better. I'm gonna tell you why. Fair, but Zero. Um, no, Zero is great. Well, Zero is great for a few reasons. One, he is the good natural he's the good natural first step to you understanding how the dream nail works. Oh, you can use the dream nail on this grave, and by using it on this grave, you can go ahead against Zero. And this is gonna start. It is very basic, but mechanically in the story and the lore, sorry, not in the story and the lore, but mechanically in the game and in your progression through the game, he is a very good, actually, hold up, yeah, that's a good point. He's a very good first nail fight. And the fight itself isn't bad at all, because it is very much, you have to be on your toes at all times. It doesn't really change when you get to the higher tiers, but it is a good mechanically good fight. It also gets difficult when you get him down to half health. That is also pretty good. It is also you can also manipulate where the spears go. Like Zero is a like what the way we should actually be seeing this is Zero is the good version of Markov. Okay, Zero is the good version of Markov because they've got the same mechanics for their spears. He doesn't have the bullshit shield. I don't like that either, but for Zero, it's not bad. And for Gorb, it's not bad. Their ascended versions aren't horrible. They're actually decent, I would say. And that makes it like they're not bad. I don't like the habit. I like having a floor to stand on. I'm very bad at and for that reason I don't like the Gruzmother Ascended fight either. Um, yeah, Zero, his movement is predictable. It's a mechanically good fight. It's a mechanically good fight. And it's really well put together. It's good as far as teaching the tutorials and stuff. Yeah, yeah. Um, it's like, okay, we gotta heal them up before the Markov fight. For the yeah, before the yeah. Uh, Markov is so horrible, man. I fucking hate it. All right, what's next here? Yeah, sure, we'll do Grim. Grim is low S tier. Um, Normal Grim fight is, I love Grim. Grim is so good. I love that entire DLC. I think that the Grim Troop DLC is great, and ended up being my favorite part of this game. Um, he is the one of the best mini bosses in the game. Standing hard, adding fuel to the fire. It's not a DLC, it's a free update. Oh, my bad. Sorry. He's my favorite part of the game then. I see that you also watch Man on the Internet, eh? Fuel to the fire. I can't rank them. I'm not ranking them because of songs right now, though. The fight is mechanically great. No, my paid. Fuck. Okay, hold up. I need to request that song right now. I'm not spell troop. Yeah. All right.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. So no, the Grim Troop is the best part of the game then.
The searing fire.
Oh right. Shoot.
Carries well the
Good to know for the future. I was thinking Trooper, which is 2 O's.
Dance with me, my friend.
It's
The
okay.
crowd
So
waits. Show them you are worthy of a starring role.
so here's the thing. I will get through this review. Grim is the one of the no, it's the second instance of a perfect dance fight. Okay, it is a very good example of you having. Yeah, sorry, I'm distracted. Who? Curse me being attracted to voices. Um, but yeah, Grim is mechanically brilliant fight. Absolutely brilliant fight. I absolutely love it. The only reason he's so low is because I actually no, sorry, I put him higher. He's up here, so something right there. The Grim fights, I'm gonna put them together here. Nightmare King Grim is the best fight in the game. The best fight in the game. That being said, it's also one of the most difficult fights in the game. It is mechanically sound, mechanically smooth, absolutely great. It does everything that... So it is a perfect example of taking the original fight and tweaking it. Just like with where were they? Just like with the Soul Master and Tyrant. Just like with the Dung Defender and White Defender. This is a perfect example of how to do the same but slightly different and make it brilliant. Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. I wish I had a better voice, man. No. Okay. This is why the ranking is gonna a lot of people are gonna hate me for this ranking. Sisters of Battle is the second best fight in the game. That being said, ooh, there you are. That being said, the Mantis Lords is the third best fight in the game. These are the top 3 fights in the game. These are the top 3 fights in the game. This is, for me, this is not up for discussion. The Nightmare King Grim is absolutely the best fight in the game. Not because of the music. Sisters of Battle has the best music. Nightmare King Grim has the best fight. Nightmare King Grim is just an absolutely tight fight. It's clean. It's super clean. It is super mechanically. It's super clean. You have to be on your game for 5 minutes. That is a difficult, challenging fight that is also extremely fair. And the Grim fight, the initial Grim fight is a really good way of teaching you it. But here's the thing. While for all of these other fights where there's the same but a bit different, a bit more difficult, Grim fight to the Nightmare King Grim fight is a long gap. There's a gap between that, where you can't just immediately go from one to the next. You don't just go from one to the next. And you have to weaken yourself for the Nightmare King Grim fight, because you have to go in with the Grim Child, and then you weaken yourself. Grim is exemplary as a very good fight that everybody should look to when they're making boss fights in the future. Nightmare King Grim is the single best fight in the game because you intentionally make yourself weaker to do it. It is the best challenge in the game. And that is why that was my final thing on my to-do list before we finished the game. Because I have so much respect for how this fight was designed, and plus Hot Pink, exactly. If you can be intimidated by Pink and fire, and like, oh my god, it is great. Now I'll talk about the Mantis Lords, because I could talk about Nightmare King Grim all day. We have 2 clips on our channel about Nightmare King Grim. We clipped twice. We didn't clip for Sisters of Battle. We only clipped once for Sisters of Battle. We only clipped once, I think, actually, did we? I don't know if I did. Oh, a half dozen Alistair tropes. Exactly, yeah. Oh, I love the Nightmare King Grim fight. So, Mantis Lords. Mantis Lords is a good game. Mantis Lords is a perfect dance. It is not the best fight, but it is a perfect dance. It is like a very good fight that plays with your expectation and turns it on its head and makes it all fair. It is a fucking good fight. Amazing. Absolutely amazing fight. It is the third best fight in the game. It is my favorite fight. There's a reason that the Mantis Lords was our default I need a break fight, because it is, it's got the best badasses in the game. This is some of the only insects that haven't gone insane, and this isn't, the lore wise, this isn't a fight to the death. This is a fight to respect, of mutual respect and kinship, and that is incredible. The Sisters of Battle takes that, your knowledge, like it does a double twist for you, where the Sisters of Battle, for the Mantis Lords, you're expecting to go one after the other, which would have been a good fight. Like, it would have been a B tier fight, a high B tier, low A tier fight, if it was just one after the other for the Mantis Lords. But instead they made it 1 versus 1, and then suddenly 2 versus 1. And when I saw that, I think I was giddy as soon as I saw that, because it is brilliant mechanically. It is brilliant mechanically. to have that, to get to know the mechanics of the fight during the fight. You're not really taught throughout the game anything in that fight, but it is so natural of how to dodge everything, how to go against this, and how to naturally and learn the dance. You have to learn the dance for this fight. There's no real skips you can do. There's no wrong way of doing it. There's just your way of dancing through the Mantis Lords. Then the Sisters of Battle comes along, and it takes your presuppositions for the Mantis Lords, because you're not expecting this to be a different fight when you find it in Pantheon 5. You're expecting it to be the Mantis Lords, because that's where it was in the Pantheons. And the Pantheon 5 roughly follows Pantheon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pantheon 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get to the Mantis Lords fight, and you're like, oh, this looks interesting. Oh, sweet, it's gonna be the Mantis Lords. I love this fight, and I know it really well, and this is gonna be a really fun fight that is very respectful. And so you get through, like, it puts the first one against you. It hits a bit harder than it used to. That's fine. That's okay. That makes sense. You go through it. Sorry, my Italian's coming out here, if you couldn't tell. You go against the first one. You defeat the first one. They go, sit down. Okay, yep, time for 2 versus 1. Let's do this. What, 3? And that 3 versus 1 was a fight where I visibly smiled, I'm pretty sure. It is... I was about to say one of my favorite fights in the games. It is the second best fight in the game for a reason. It is so good. It is so good, that moment of, oh fuck, this is going to be great, is what you say. No, we are not judging these by the music. The music has its own tier for a reason, because if I was going to be judging this by the music, Nosk would be S tier. Where did I have him? I had B, okay. Nosk would be S tier if I could include the music. Same thing with Collector. Actually, no, Collector is still S tier. Collector is low S tier. I know, right? Okay, so hold up. Okay, we're gonna get there. Don't worry. Collector is low S tier. It is a brilliant fight. It is brilliant as a fight. You go here because, not knowing why, you find all these jars. You recognize that these are the grub jars that you came across. You go up through the area. It is also a very difficult fight in the upper tier, in Godhome, but we're going to be getting to that. You go up through the area, freeing these creatures along the way, or killing them, up to you, or just ignoring them. It's fine. You get there, and half the fight is him just dancing around the room and throwing jars at you. That's the entire fight. But here's the thing. That's brilliant. I absolutely love it. And actually, I'm going to put it a bit higher. Just mechanically speaking, this is a great boss fight. I absolutely love it. I thought it was amazing. And it was very annoying because I wasn't good at it. But I'm not good at most of these fights. If I was to rank these by how well I did on them, that a lot of these would be lower. Like Grim would be at the bottom because I was horrible at the Grim fight. But the Collector is a very, very clever concept. It makes sense. Like, it's in his name. Of course he's gonna throw just random dudes at you. He's collecting them. You know what he collects. You know what he's gonna be, what this fight is kind of going in, and it still surprises you because, oh my god, there's jars being thrown at me. Nobody else does this. Like, you can say that the Dung Defender does this, but no, he's actually summoning armies basically. The Collector is effectively just a weird, like, a demented Pokemon trainer. What the hell is going on here? Here, there we go. Found it. It is one of the most unique bosses in the game, and it is well put together. It is absolutely brilliant. It is. Oh, actually, do I want to put it higher? No, I'm not going to put it higher. The Collector is the boss from the Hat in Time. I have not played a Hat in Time, so maybe Maybe that will taint my vision of this guy. All right. Contract is expired. Oh shit! No, I don't know it. Sorry. All right, now for the final 4, and I left these for last for a reason, because I'm honestly on the fence. The Hollow Knight fight is very emotional. However, I think half the reason I like the Hollow Knight fight is because of the music. The Hollow Knight fight is what the game builds up to the entire time, and honestly, for what it is, lore-wise and everything, I'm actually gonna put it up here. It's great. It's good. It's a good fight. It's a good fight mechanically, lore wise. It's got a character arc in the fight. It gets difficult for a very different reason than the other ones do. And like there's so many levels to what's going on in the fight, right? It's is it you trying to connect with like there's several ways of interpreting the fight actually in and of itself. When it starts stabbing it, is it your brother realizing what's going on and trying to fight back against the infection, or is it the infection trying to make itself escape faster? When it starts going like the best fart, sorry guys, the best part of the Hollow Knight fight is the get good, which is a really weird thing to say, I know, but still, it's a very clever, it's a very it's a very clever and very well done fight, and it tears at your heartstrings the whole time. I would rank it higher if I was also including the music, because it is a gorgeous soundtrack on top of it. But the Hollow Knight is a good fight. It's a great fight, and I get emotional just thinking about it because just the entire weight behind it is good is great. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So then we have this bad boy here, which we're gonna expand this to 2 lines now because the Hollow Knight, the Pure Vessel is also S tier. I'm actually gonna rank it lower though because I didn't like it as much as the Hollow Knight fight or some of the other ones on that list, but it still deserves place in S tier. Mechanically, it's really good. Mechanically is very clever. It's got a lot of really cool moves to it. I thought that it's a lot of moves we never saw before too at play, and it truly is an idealized version of what the Hollow Knight was supposed to be. And it's well put together. It's great. It's good. Yeah, it shines with power. What it is the best of them. It is what it's supposed to be. Radiance is also lowest. I'm gonna put it here though, because Radiance is a really good final boss fight. It's a really good final boss. Like there's a reason that we made it the last thing we did in the game. Not on our to-do list, but there's a reason that we went for that ending as the last thing we do. And it's because that is such a good emotional fight where you have to challenge them. There's 2 fights in this game where you have to challenge the fight. To activate, you have to activate the fight by not attacking them, and they're all like the other 2 are in the top 3. Absolute, sorry, Radiance is is great. That's great. It's got a lot of unique mechanics. It's got a lot of really cleverly put together stuff, and it was the first fight that made me have to use spells and made me have to use every single thing that I had at my disposal to beat it. And that was great. That was great. That was absolutely amazing. And actually, I think I should put it a bit higher because I'm honestly like having it lower than Collector kind of annoys me. But and given that it beat the Hollow Knight is a whole more reason to put it up here though too. And actually, yeah, no, I'm gonna put him just below Grim. I'm gonna put Absolute Radiance just below Grim. Sorry, sure, her. Um, Absolute Radiance. I don't know much about it. Um, I know it's a more difficult version of Radiance. I know it's fair, so I'm actually gonna put it in low S tier until I know for certain. But this is I think overall my placements for where everybody goes. And let me go there. So yeah, this is the placement list. Uh, well, I would say on par, but I want to leave room for. Mm, I'm not gonna rank something I haven't played so high, even though it probably deserves to be there because like it doesn't matter. It's about my experience, right? It might be a good fight, but I don't know that, right? Given that it's a higher tier, like Winged Nosk is a higher tier of normal Nosk, that it's still worst, right? Like there might be certain mechanics that I get annoyed by. Um, the different stages of the absolute radiant, sorry, of the Radiance fight are are really compelling lore wise because you beat her the first time. You can actually tell like where the different stages are. She gets dragged off by the darkness, raises up herself up, and keeps on fighting. Absolute Radiance, I don't really know what she's all about. I don't really know what she does. I understand that she's probably similar to Radiance, in which case I'm putting her as high as low S. Metal as Hell is and gruesome. You know, I'll put her a bit higher then. I'll say that she's tentatively a bit higher than Hornet Hornet Sentinel. No, Protector. Sure. Sure, I'll take the knowledge. Yeah. I'll take that as a water break as well, kind of. And I'll get the song tier set up next. Oh shit. Just for that, I'm gonna put it just below Hollow Knight. But yeah, this is my ranking for the Hollow Knight bosses. As you can see, it's very top heavy. The Eviscerated God. Fuck, that's so cool. That's metal as hell, yeah. Oh, that's so cool. But yeah, this is my tier list of the different bosses in the game. Um, S tier and A tier are very full because it is a game full of a lot of very good bosses and how it all comes together and the way the bosses tell parts of the lore uh, implicitly, but also if you dig deeper, there's a lot of more hidden meaning there too. Um, a lot of like these all deserve their places, and finally, fuck you, both No Eyes and Markov, and that is kind of where we're gonna leave that list there. Now, as for the songs, this is going to be a bit more difficult. We have a lot of stuff to go through. Um, oh God. So this is the part where we're gonna listen to a lot of different Doug Defender. No, we're gonna be listening to a lot of different music. Oh, okay. Oh shit. I should probably just watch the cutscene at some point. Um, yeah. I have this as a link. Why am I Googling YouTube? So I should only need like a few seconds. Doug Defender. Can I stop spelling Doug Defender? Oh, yes. Okay. This is S tier. Oh my god. It's a happy, bombastic song, just like that guy. Dumb Defender is a lot of fun, so a lot of it is because of the song, but he in himself is a lot of fun, and the song matches that. It's great. I am gonna be googling all these things, by the way. Okay. All right. Crystal Peak. Okay, yeah. This is the atmospheric one for Crystal Peaks. Um, it is not absolutely meme. I love it that there's a meme tier. I didn't notice that. Fuck. Damn. This thing means business. All right, you know what? You know what? We're gonna put this a bit higher then. I'm gonna put it right. I'm gonna put it just above Radiance. Okay, I'll put it there. I am not willing to go higher than that though. Okay, I am not willing to go higher than that because the top five earned those spots when I fought them, and I'm not moving that top five. So yeah, top five fights in this game are Nightmare King Grim, Sisters of Battle, Mantis Lords, Paint Master Shio, and Grim. Okay, and you can quote me on that. That's my absolute favorite list there. That is so cool though. So yeah, Crystal Peaks is a very good song. It is a very good atmospheric song actually. I do like the chords it strikes. I'm gonna stop kneeing the table. It's a great it's a good song. It's not absolutely amazing. I'll put B tier because I'm feeling generous today. Next one is Fungal Wastes. We're gonna try to go through this one a bit faster. Fungal Wastes. Oh, I love this song. I love this song, yeah. Because it's nice and bouncy. It's an A. It's not amazing, but it is good. And like, okay, hold up here. I need Dirtmouth theme first. Okay, hold up. We're gonna get back to that. So, oh, not Dirtmouth. What is it? There's which one is it? Hollow Knight. Yeah, Hollow Knight theme. Okay. So first off, we're gonna do we're gonna cover something here. Okay. Oh, I just want the title theme. There we go. Okay. So hear this theme and hear it well. We're gonna hear it over and over again. It's one of the best songs in the game. Fuck. Damn. I need Fungal Wastes again. So. You're hearing it here. This song perfectly laps over. That's the Hollow Knight theme. Oh yeah, it is working well. I love it. The Fungal Wastes theme is a perfect example of taking your main theme and having it mesh and write into every single song in the game. It is a very good example of it where you have its own theme going on where you have like the doo-doo-doo. Like the plucked strings are the Hollow Knight theme, but then you have the long lyrical lines, which is the Fungal Wastes itself. I'm gonna go through the songs first, and then we'll watch that together. Okay? Actually, I'll do that right now. Okay. Um, God Home Pantheon 5 ending. Yeah, I'll allow myself this one spoiler, I guess. I'm assuming that's the new final ending, right? Would be the correct thing. Fuck. Sorry for the flashing lights. What? Sorry, advise it's a bit more epic. Oh my god. Consumed by the void, yeah. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh, and it ends with that too. Oh my god. Oh, it ends with the Oh, it ends with the Hollow Knight theme. Oh my god. Yeah, I hope that I have storage space, buddy. I don't know what you're talking about. All right. Okay. Where was I? No, yeah, you did well, don't worry. All right, gonna get back to this here though. Let's see here. We had Fungal Knight theme. Let's do Crystal Peak again. Oh, Crystal Peak's theme didn't really have much to it. No, no, you did a good job. Don't worry. It's a good song. It's just it doesn't mesh with everything else. It is still a very good song. It is a good background song. Nah, I'll put it a bit low. It'll be low B tier. All right, so Decisive Battle's the next one. That's just its landing spot for right now. That's not how you spell decisive. Oh, it might have been a bad idea to do. Oh, fuck, yeah, this one. This also has the Hollow Knight theme in it. I like this song a lot. I like this song a lot. Bang. Sorry, Hollow Knight, but Leaf, yes. The lead motif is in basically every single song. Alright, Soul Sanctum is the next one. Oh, this one, yeah. Wait, you can hear it in the back there. That's the chords for the song. Holy crap. That's subtle. Like, I've heard these songs a lot of times. Hold up, though. That's the same chords as the Hollow Knight leitmotif. Because, like, you don't exactly have there's no actual chords for the Hollow Knight theme, but those would be the chords that would like match up to it, you know? Like, how do I put this? So you can hear in the background, yeah, absolutely. Oh God. Okay, hold up. This is a gorgeous song. And I'm actually gonna put it higher than it's high A tier. It's this is like a flip version of Hollow Knight. Really good too. It's such a good song though too. But what I'm getting at here, hold up, let me go to the beginning. Yeah, those low notes, those low long notes, are the tonic notes for the chords of the Hollow Knight leitmotif. And that's incredible. That is so subtle. Maybe I'm a conspiracy theorist for music, but that is really subtle and really well done. And actually, I think hmm, I'm gonna put Hollow Knight as high A tier. The Hollow Knight theme, like main menu theme, as high A tier because there's a lot of songs that yeah, Christopher Larkin, that is a gorgeous song and really well put together and just such a good like I wouldn't be surprised if the Hollow Knight theme is strung into every single song in the game. I cannot prove that yet. And honestly, this was going to be the stream where I did that. But honestly, it's getting a bit late, so I don't want to do that. We have a lot of music to get through here. So the next one is the Resting Grounds theme. Resting Grounds theme. Thank you, Benjamin. Low A though. I'm not gonna have anything lower than C. I'm warning you right now. I don't know how this landed. Yeah, it's just it's exactly what it needs to do, and that is great. I have a very romanticized view of music. I'm not gonna put anything lower than C tier because that's who I am, and I might actually get rid of these lower tiers. I'm gonna get rid of yeah. I'm just gonna get rid of D and E tier, guys. Sorry. Because C is gonna be the lowest I could put anything here. Or meme. Meme would be another one. Oh yeah. Queen's Garden. I don't remember this song. I don't remember what Queen's Garden songs were. Queen's Garden theme. Oh, this. I need to listen to this again. Actually, I forgot about it. Yeah, I remember this one now. I'm gonna put it high B tier. It's not. It's a good song. Like all these songs are great, right? Christopher Larkin nailed the entire soundtrack somehow. It's spiritual. It's filled with life. It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous song. It's a good area song though. So it's not a like boss battle songs. I think are gonna get a higher rating for me for everything in every case. But yeah, I'm not gonna feel bad about that. White Lady. That's a compliment song. Hold up. Wow. Oh, I get it. Sorry. Where's the King's theme? White Palace would be the King's theme, right? Here, let me show. I need another tab for this now. I'm gonna argue that the White Palace is the... Did you hear those descending notes? Pale Court. Actually, that's a good point. All right, where's Pale Court in here? There it is. Oh, it's unused. That's why. Okay. Hold up. Yeah, that's it. Hold up. Okay, so you have for the Hollow Knight theme is a composition of the White Lady theme and the Pale Court. Or at least it's a composition, it's a combination of two different songs. Maybe not the Pale Court. No, I'm not going that far today. I could though. Don't tempt me. You might because here's the thing. If you were to pluck, okay, you know how I am with music, guys. Sorry. If you were to pluck the notes in the Hollow Knight theme, they would match up with this song only halfway. Okay, let's listen. Do do do. Cause see, that's God. Hold up. Do do do. God, this song's a harmony to the Hollow Knight leitmotif. This is oh, sorry, I'm playing the White Lady. The White Lady, which is the one I just played here. So this is fuck, that's the leitmotif, but that's a harmony to the leitmotif. Holy shit. Here, I'm gonna hold up. I need like more tabs here. God, I hate being a music nerd. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, not the void theme. No. I want the title there. Good. Do do do. Do do do. Actually, you can hear them in the background. Hold up. God, that is okay. Yeah, that is the song's a harmony to the Hollow Knight main like Hollow Knight leitmotif. Holy crap. Wow. That is a very clever way of doing that. Also, Pale Court, we're gonna play that. There we go. Yeah. So Pale Court plus White Lady. Here, hold up. Do, 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 do. That's the end of the Hollow Knight theme. The White Lady is a harmony to it, and the Pale Court gives you the under to it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, no, Pale King and the White Lady are the father of the Hollow Knight. No, this was what I was expecting. I was expecting this, and the fact that it actually existed this way is incredible. Is brilliant. I don't know if he made the Hollow Knight theme first or the White Lady and Pale Court themes first. It's one of the two. Um, just for those reasons, and the fact that these are excellent songs, we're putting them in S tier. That's a good song. This is in the Gods and Nightmares soundtrack, and I have actually listened to it before. I do remember it. When the Kingdom was good, yeah. That's decisive battle. That little lilt there. What? Oh my god. Because here's the thing, soundtracks never get the respect they deserve for any video game. Like, I will sing the praises for the soundtrack as much as I can, but so much more thought was put into it than I could ever praise it. Oh my god. Apparently I haven't heard this song before. Fuck. Yeah. It's like a well-woven carpet. Yeah, these are both S tier. Holy shit. Yeah, White Palace, which one was this again? This was before the Queen moved out then. Because you get the harp songs. Oh my god. No, 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 no. The White Palace is before the Queen left, and the Pale Court is just the king being there. Like, if you want to delve into the music lore, like, oh, music lore, the lore that is found in music, never nearly done enough, never really looked into enough, because mainly because it's purely conspiracy theory of like, hey, you see these connections here? There's like five different connections. No, the White Palace has a harp in it, and especially with the beginning notes. This is the song before the White Queen left. The White Lady left. And then the Pale Court is just the Pale King. It's richer. I don't know if. Ooh. Okay. I'll look into this off stream because like I'm gonna become a. This is what my life is gonna become. I'm gonna become like a song lorist, if you will, a soundtrack lore artist. I don't know what you want to call that. I'm gonna become a theory crafter. just from the music of games. True, yeah. So the harp is more in reverence to. Wait, oh, wait, the White Palace is. Yeah, sorry. The Pale Court is when the king was still around. The White Palace is after everything went to shit. So, White Palace is going to be high A tier. I don't want to rank all these. I just want to listen. I just want to listen to all of them. Broken Vessel is high S tier because Broken Vessel was when the narrative. Oh yeah, we can. We should. It's a twisted version. It's a warped version. It's a broken version of the Hollow Knight. And I just love it for that. It is such a good song. This is the first, not my first time noticing it, but this was when the song drove home the point of the battle, the point of what was going on, who the broken vessel was. That's it's trying to finish the song, but it can't. It can't finish the song though. It's trying to. It's going with the same chords, but it only knows the first bit. It's a broken record. It's a broken record song. It's a broken record song. That's what it is. Ugh, it's a broken record song. Oh, that's what I was trying to think of this whole time. It can't finish the song because it keeps skipping back to the beginning because the Broken Vessel song is a broken record version of the Hollow Knight theme. That's what I was trying to figure out all this time of how to word that. It's a broken record. Oh my God. This is Kingdom's Edge. Let's go. Yeah, absolutely. Precisely. It's low B. It's got the strings of the Hollow Knight theme, but it's not an amazing song. This is a good background song. Okay, enter Hollow Nest. Enter Thickness. Also, I've been saying a Hollow Nest in my head. Like and not Hollow Nest, Hollow Nest. Yeah, trepidatious. So it's basically a souped up version. I actually like this version better than the main theme. Yeah, exactly, yeah. I'll save that for later. Okay, dreams. But God, this is just Hollow Knight but better, right? Oh, this is a trailer song. Ferocious Foes trailer. Okay. Yeah, no, this is really good. Oh, and that's that part at the end is where it's a good song. It's unfortunate it's not in the game. That would have been an S tier if it had some like lore impact. Like if it had some in-game impact to it. This is one of the only songs that's not in the game. I just did a quick research there, but it is a good song. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have just typed in Dream theme. That would have been Hollow Knight. There we go. Just got Dream as like the speedrunner. Oh right. Um, I need to hear more of this because this is the dream. Like when you're in the dream, it's gonna get bigger. I think. Yeah. It's a good song. Not amazing, but it's good. I'm gonna put it B. Like low B, high B, middle B. It's not bad. Yeah, it doesn't really go many places from there. It's a good solid background theme. Yeah, kind of, yeah. It's a compliment to the decisive battle theme. I think it picks up there. Yeah. I think I might just do this. Yeah, it's a solid A tier, like middle A tier. Pretty good. I can turn it down a bit if you guys want, by the way. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna turn that down a bit. I just realized how loud that was kind of. Give it to me. I know what this is. Do it. Do it. Give it to me. Here we go. Yes. Come on. Do it. Do it. Wait for it. Yes. is a combination of like five. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, this is such good song. It changes halfway through. This is high S tier. Like, okay, hold on. I'm pausing it for a second. If Hollow Knight was an opera, this is one of the final songs in the opera, right? This is what the opera's been leading up to. This is effectively like at the beginning you have the overture, which is a combination of a bunch of songs, and for like the overarching thing. Like Wizard of Oz has this. Um, Oz the Great and Powerful also has this actually. Like Wizard of Oz, just in general, does a really good job with this stuff. But there's a few of them that do this. A lot of musicals do as well, though. Hollow Knight is definitely an opera. Absolutely, it's an opera. But the point, though, is that this is the song at the end where a lot of the different plot lines come together, merge as one song. I can't identify all the songs in this because I haven't done enough looking into it. All I've really done myself is stumbled upon yeah, the stumbled upon the whole Hollow Knight main theme is in everything, and is the basic basis for all the songs in this. The Sealed Vessel is just seven different songs layered upon each other, and it is gorgeous, and it fits the narrative, and it matches the fight, and it's so good. Here, let's keep going. This gets strong, right? Yeah. And there's the Path of Pain part. I'm not sure if I have to take off points because of the Path of Pain part. Yeah, so the rest of this is the Path of Pain theme. Um, which is actually all part of the Sealed Vessel theme. So you had the first half, which is actually like honestly the whole thing is great. I actually really like the Path of Pain song. I think it's actually really good. Radiance theme is next. I'm realizing it's 11:45, and we should probably be on. Ba. Oh, I didn't realize that. This is choral before Godmode. Yeah, this is. Oh, it's got strings of the Hollow Knight theme, but it is definitely a song like what it feels like, what this song feels like, and how it works with the other songs. Is it feels like the Hollow Knight theme was pulled from this. It feels like they sampled different notes from this, and they made the Hollow Knight theme from it. And the great thing about that is that's exactly what happens in the game. That's exactly the lore behind it. Is that the power that the Hollow Knight, or the power that yeah, basically, the power that the Radiants had was taken by the by the Pale King, and the Pale King with that put basically took the Radiance's power and stuffed her in this Hollow Knight vessel, right? And God, so there's a lot of combination. There's a lot of it in common with Sealed Vessel. There's a lot of it in parallel with Pale Court. You have Hollow Knight in it as well. It is up last here. But it's also it trying to escape those tethers of the Hollow Knight theme. You see, like every time it does that little do 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 do, like that's that's it being bound by the Hollow Knight theme. That's it. Like while the broken vessel is trying to complete the song and is unable to complete the song because of it being trapped by the radiance and the infection from the radiance is trapped by the Hollow Knight song and is trying to play something else, and that pent up the pent up frustration from the brass section, that restrained brass sound shows it. God, it's so good. But it's such a good song. I'm actually gonna rank it a bit higher than Broken Vessel. Steel Vessel's still better in my opinion. But God, what these top three mean as their songs go is incredible. The meaning behind it is Alright, OST. It's mm. Oh yeah. It's not a bad song. This song does exactly what it needs to. And unfortunately, the only unfortunate thing for this song is it's specifically for the location. Oh God, here we go. It's specifically for the location of the Royal Waterways. And the Royal Waterways, it's subdued, it's undertone, it's everything you need a sewer level to be. And unfortunately, it's a sewer level, and so it's got it's got the lowest ranking so far. But however, pretty damn good regardless. God, it's so good. This is one of the better area ones. I made a very good decision to mute the music for Deep Nest. Wow. God, it's so good. Like, this song is meant to put you on edge. This song is brilliant. It is well done, and that is why it's high B tier. Because it's still just an area, right? It's going to be repetitive. It's going to be that kind of thing, but it does exactly what it needs to. Actually, I'm putting it above Resting Grounds. Hold up. This goes just above Fungal Waste. Like this is, and this is going to be controversial. This is a very good song. This does exactly what it needs to, and it is the best level song in the game because it is quiet, it is lurking, and it is creepy, and that is great. There's something wrong with me apparently. All right, so Distant Villages. This is probably going to be up there too. I don't remember Distant Villages as a song. Oh, it's Distant Villagers apparently. What? Oh yeah. I love this song. I love this song so much. I like discordant music. I'm weird like that. I like discordant music. It is it is a song that tries to sound like, yeah, no, but that's the point. No. The point of this song is it's trying to be the Hollow Knight leitmotif, but it's failing because it's lying. And it doesn't quite know how to be the leitmotif. And so it's just like this is good, but it's not right. Something's wrong here. And it shows in the music too. And because of that, it is very good. It absolutely does its job. It puts you on edge. It terrifies the crap out of you. And then goes in for the kill. So, Dirtmouth was the one that we tried earlier, which Dirtmouth and actually Dirtmouth and Green Path are very similar if I remember right, because I played through both of them today. Because Dirtmouth is, yeah. I'll put this above this inflection, don't worry. And then Green Path is the. I love Green Path song. Green Path is great. This sounds like it's going to be the Hollow Knight theme, but then it's not. Wait for it. Wait for it. Hold up. Because this isn't. There's an obvious reason why Green Path is not. Like almost sounds like. It almost sounds like the. It sounds like it's gonna sound like the Hollow Knight theme, leitmotif, but then it isn't, and it doesn't really sound like the White Lady or the Pale Court either, and that's because it's not based on any of the three of them. Do we have an Un theme? Exactly. Exactly. This is Un's theme. This is theme designed by Un. And the cool thing might be that we should be able to figure out what the Un theme is from this alone. And that would be really cool. But we're not going to. Because that would require a lot more knowledge of the what? Oh, okay. This is the Coliseum of Fools. But yeah, Green Path is Un's theme, which is great. Okay. So there's 6 levels to this print. Oh, okay. I like it, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna just go through them quickly. Yeah, it's about midnight for me too. I'll go through them quickly, don't worry. Wow, that picks up quickly. Coliseum of Fools has a really good ambience to it, but I can't put it too high. Yeah, no worry, no worry. I'll get through things quickly. Yeah, go ahead and hop off. Uh, we should only go for another half an hour or so, and I'll like blitz through the rest of these. I'll try at least. But this is definitely something I need to do. I need to rank these guys because the songs require just as much attention as the bosses do. It's the Hive, not Hive Knight. like it. Yeah, it's good. It's just not amazing, you know? Putting it low B. Actually, no, sorry, I'm not putting it lower than those two. Shade B. Shade theme. Oh, yeah. Actually, I really like this song. I'm gonna put it right there, because it's only like 36 seconds this long. Infected Crossroads. Ooh. Hmm. Got it. I wish I had more time to go into these. I need to listen to both of these. Warped version, yeah. Okay, that's roughly what I was expecting. I'm gonna put it, I can't put it too high, honestly. Alright, if I'm honest with myself, I have to put this higher. Half Night. Oh, if I remember this right, I think, I like this one a lot. Yes. I love the Hibernate theme, man. The Hibernate theme is great. Alright. It's a bombastic warped version of the Hollow Knight theme. Alright, Nightmare Lantern interlude. Nightmare Lantern. Oh, yeah. And then you have Grim Troop, which I will totally only play like a little bit of. Sorry. Grim Troop. Oh, that's Grim. That's the wrong one. Oh, actually, that is the right one. Yeah, cool. Oh, you know my opinion on this one. I might have to change this. I'm gonna bring it down. Okay, Nightmare King. Such a good song, man. God, I love this song. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Where did I put him? Oh, there he is. is definitely better than the other one. Again, it's a prouder, more rich version of the Dung Defender, Dreamers. Yeah. Oh my God. So the emotional value of this song, you can hear in it some of the strings from, I think it's Broken Vessel, just from that last bit there. There are some strings from the other songs. This is the part where you're killing the Dreamers, and God, it does a good job of it. It's a heart render, man. Gods in Glory. Gods in Glory is a very good song. I have to rank it high. I think it's S tier at least. I don't know where S tier. I'm gonna put it above Broken Vessel because effectively it's the Broken Vessel song, but actually proud and strong. I might be getting my songs mixed up here. God, though, it's such a good song. Got another really good one coming up here. Putting this up here, Gods in Glory. Actually, I'm gonna put it higher because we got a good glory. This is the God part. Oh my God. So good. Actually, I'm gonna put it a bit higher. God Home theme. I think I know what this next one's gonna be. Ooh. It's too high. Furious Gods. God, that's the good Pantheon music, damn it. Pure Vessel. Fully realized version of the Seal of Vessel theme that matches everything so well. Absolutely, let's go high. Oh, Eternal Ordeal. I don't really hear this one often. soundtrack from one of the videos too. We've heard it several times now. I believe it's the Pale Kings theme. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna be a bit ignorant here for a second. Oh yeah. I'm sorry, both of these games don't have the title in this one. Oh, I love this one. I'll put no, I got it. I'm not doing it. I just enjoy this one. He's just so happy the whole time. I love it. Say what you want about Zerg. He's got God, this is such a good thing. Okay, ready? Got the best theme coming up, ready? We'll put it lower, but it's still, it's good. Oh, here's our girl. Hornet. That's not how you spell hornet. Wait, go with that. Okay, where's Dog of Hornets now? This is up there as far as great songs go. God, I love this song. It's a shame I have to go quickly though, because it's 12 and I have work tomorrow. It's Reflection. Oh, this one, yes. We're gonna put this just below Coliseum of Fools, because it's a really good song. Alright. I'm saving 3 of my favorites for last, don't worry. God, that's such a good song. Oh, this is the best one in the game. This is the best, how high... Yeah, okay. This is going above Dream Battle. Oh, I gotta put this in S tier. Actually, I rank this lower than that. Song. It is such a good song. Oh my god. And then I kept this one for last just because I really enjoy this song. I like this song a lot. I'm gonna put it below Grim Truth, but above White Knight, White Defender. This is actually my ranking for this, man. This is really good. Like this is my ranking for the songs. Maybe I could space them out a bit more. Yeah, because if I was going to, it would be no, God Home and Down would go there. Ooh, go there. Thank you. You go there. You go there. And you go there. Excellent. And then, I also put Reflection here too, because Reflection and Down were kind of there. Green Path and Coliseum of Fools are both very good songs. If I was to space them out, because these are songs that I like for different reasons, right? Like it's a mixture here. Um, like they're good songs, but they're not absolutely amazing or classics, right? They're still very good though. Decisive Battle also goes there too. Dream Battle is yeah, Dream Battle and up like as you can see, a lot of these are actually boss themes. We're gonna be bumping a few of these guys down to high A tier, which is still not an insult. It's just that we need to even out these rankings a little bit here, because by modal distribution. Um, as I've said, C and up is the best tier to be in, right? If you're C and up for me, like I was a C student. If I give anybody a C, that's not a bad thing. Okay. Um, this is my ranking of these songs. I'm actually gonna save and download both of these. Uh, download image. Apparently I need to. Okay, fine. I'll take a screenshot later then. Um, I guess I'm taking a screenshot. Same thing with the boss tier, I guess. Because no, I couldn't do this the easy way. I have to do this the fun way. Um, but yeah, let me face the camera for here for a second here. No, I'll do it as the what was the end card again? No, let's do it with webcam. Sure. Here, okay. Hollow Knight is an absolutely amazing game. This is my full review of Hollow Knight now. The moment we've all been waiting for, technically. Um, I'm just moving things from the other screen at the moment. There we go. So, hear me out. I have said a lot of things that could be considered a review during this, and there were a lot of disconnected thoughts. Some of them were about the game, some of them were about other things in the game. But the bottom line here is Hollow Knight is an exemplary game. It is an absolutely amazing game. It should be treated as such. Um, hate that I have the bars going down because that's going to distract me, but still. It is 12:15 here. I'm going to ramble through this and at the end give you the verdict of 9.5 out of 10 because that is the highest I'll ever rank things, and it is absolute rudest thing I could do to this game, which actually deserves a 10 out of 10. So let's start talking here. Hollow Knight does a very good job of hiding lore in plain sight. It does a very good job of making you like it is a very good example of a game that completely redefines itself the second time through. It's got really good replay value as far as the lore goes because you're reading things the first time and you're figuring out the mystery. And when you start going through them again, you understand what they mean now. You understand why you can read those plaques. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is how it is. This was the entire stream was me making this. Oop, it died. There we go. Making this and this tier list, which I will take a screenshot of and put on Discord at some point. Um, but yeah, the yeah. So you a lot of mysteries become clear after you play through the rest of the game. Hey, um, a lot of things become clear when you play through the rest of the game. A lot of things um, become more like you get the meaning of certain things when you play through them a second time. Um, there's certain things like the Hollow Knight through its sacrifice, Hollow Knight stands eternal. You don't know what that is when you approach that for the first time. You don't get what the Hollow Knight is doing. You don't get that you could have been the Hollow Knight, and at the end you do become it if you get the good ending, like, or if you get one of the endings. There is. Oh yeah, no worries, man, no worries. There are several levels of lore going on there, and it does a very good job of making sure that the character and the player knowledge are very similar, are pretty much the same. Um, from what I understand, like effectively, like there's a lot that your character has already gone through, but there's an implication that memory is lost outside of this world, and that is actually explicitly it is kind of shown through different comics as well as through in-game uh, lore and descriptions and showing effectively. Um, I think there's explicitly some people who say that, oh, like when people leave this area, they lose their memory, and they lose their will to live, and to like they you lose the refinement, if you will, right? Um, and that is also got like there's also people who talk about the varying ways this relates to real life through like you have hive minds, you have what you have like it's a dominant queen versus like all their drones, and if you get far enough from the queen, the best hope is that you get enslaved by another queen if you're an ant, right? And that's very much a similar thing that's done in Hollow Nest. There's also spores that are in use in this as well with the White Lady, and so having a hive mind and a spore colony kind of combining into one makes sense that proximity lack of proximity would make people lose their memory. So basically, what you have is you have your character who is drawn to this place, doesn't really remember why, but is stronger than when they left, and with no memory. This is a very good setup for a player to be able to easily insert themselves as the character. Makes you care for the character more, makes you understand their plight better. This person's thrust into this world and is called a ghost, has got a bunch of things attacking them, so they lash back. Every decision you make as a player makes sense as the character as well. Every natural decision you make as a player makes sense as a character as well, which is great. Which is great. And having that level already establishes a very good baseline with the game when you're playing it. It shows that the game has respect for your viewpoint as well as you having respect for the game. And that mutual respect is something that the game does not rely on, but it does accentuate, and I believe it stays with that for the entire game. There's a few bosses that are malicious and that do trick you, and but that is part of the environment. And the environment and the world of this game is well put together and well written, and it's so well done. It's so well done. I love Hollow Knight. I think Hollow Knight is I would be surprised that Hollow Knight didn't get many rewards, but that's because I think it is also a very niche game. I think a lot of people don't like playing platformers, um, which is a crying shame. Um, People are more into the action games and Call of Duty and stuff like that. Well, I guess Call of Duty was more of a thing in my time, but like in high school when I was in high school. But yeah, the whole like this game is way better than we deserve. It is a game that sets certain benchmarks, sets certain ideas of what games can do as far as how to tell lore, how to um, subtly teach players mechanics for boss fights before getting there. Jotun is the game I would best compare it to, not Dark Souls. And that was something going in. I came in as somebody who played Dark Souls, playing Hollow Knight because people were like, "You love it because it is challenging like Dark Souls," and people compare it to Dark Souls all the time. And after having played through Hollow Knight, I'm gonna say that they were wrong. Hollow Knight is not like Dark Souls. Dark Souls is like Hollow Knight, which is counterintuitive because Hollow Knight came second. But Hollow Knight did it better. Hollow Knight is definitely in a league of its own, and Hollow Knight is in a basically revived the genre. There are people who are making like there are Dark Souls clones and there are Hollow Knight clones, and you'll notice that uh, every single Dark Souls clone needs a wiki. While Hollow Knight embraces the exploration. Dark Souls, you go the wrong way for a few hours and you'll hate the game. Hollow Knight, you go the wrong way for a few hours, you can't because it's pretty easy. Well, it's easy to get lost in Hollow Knight. I went apparently the wrong way when I first played through. I went through Forgotten Crossroads, then Green Path, then I went to the Resting Grounds through the Crystal Peaks. That was apparently a bad move, but I had a good time anyway. I understand how it should have gone, but honestly, I like my way better. I like my way of playing through it because I got to do the Dream Nail stuff way earlier. Um, the only downside was that I didn't have a lot of damage, and that made a lot of the boss fights more difficult. I think a lot of my beginning game difficulty was mainly due to being a bit under leveled for the area, if you will. But my stubbornness was what got me through that in the end. In the end, um, sorry for that stutter. But that being said, it took me a long time to find the City of Tears. It took me I went through the Fungal Cavern, the Fungal Wastes. But as soon as I started getting those nail upgrades, that was when the game became easy. And that was definitely I should definitely have gone there before Resting Grounds, and that's typically how you're supposed to even. But uh, but yeah, I did not. I like my way of playing through it, even though it was not correct. Um, and I think that this game really does benefit from that, actually. I think it does a good job of understanding that when you have multiple people having the same experience with a game, then that game becomes very one note very quickly, right? When you have only one way of playing a game, when you have only one way, like when you take away player choice and you make it very, very streamlined, like go to from point A to point B to point C to point D, it can be very annoying for the player. If it's pitched as an exploration game, it is very difficult for a player to feel if you don't have if the player doesn't feel like they have agency to go wherever they want and feel like they are doing a good what they're doing is a good idea of going wherever they want, that means you don't really have an exploration game. It means you have a glorified dot to dot. And that is seen in many video games where you have where it's understood that, oh, this is an open world game, but you have to go from here to here to here to here. We see this all the time. It is a lot of games do that very well, like where you have Yoten, for instance. Yoten started off as a dot to dot, and I believe it actually branched out where it had you had two options where you could go at one point. With that all being said, it made it so it was like the world's system where you had the different places you could go. You have to go to this world next, but you can explore it however you want. And so Jotun did a very good job of that. I'm going to compare Hollow Knight a lot to Jotun more than to Dark Souls because honestly that's the better comparison that I have. Jotun worked with a 2D system very well that you couldn't really jump. You could roll but not jump. You had the mechanics of bosses taught to you as you go. You had some very difficult boss fights that were also very compelling at the same time. It was a much smaller game than Hollow Knight, but that being said, it actually I'll go so far to say that another game that Thunder Lotus made, Spiritfarer, is the opposite. Spirit is opposite but complement to Hollow Knight. They're both 2D platformers. Spiritfarer doesn't have fighting. Hollow Knight exclusively does. Uh, Hollow Knight has a bit of character interaction. Spiritfarer really relies on it. They are both very good for exploration, where you have certain abilities that unlock other abilities. Spiritfarer has crafting. Hollow Knight doesn't. They are opposites, but they are very good complements to each other. And I would say that um, I would recommend playing both because what you don't get from one, you'll get from the other. If you enjoy crafting, go with Spiritfarer. If you enjoy fighting go with Hollow Knight. And if you like deep story, both are very good. Now, this was not supposed to be a Spiritfarer review, but kind of branched into that. That's okay. Uh, let's go back to Hollow Knight, though. Uh, Hollow Knight, I've done my reviews of the bosses. I've done my reviews of the songs. The way that they marry up the songs with the bosses very often is exquisite, and and the other times is downright terrifying, and that's great. That's also exquisite, but in a very different way. Um, and I have a lot of respect for Christopher Larkin. It is not every day that it's not every game that you know the writer of the soundtrack this well. Uh, oof. I'm drawing a blank on the I think it's Cobb, but I'm drawing a blank on the Supergiant Games soundtrack player. But basically, what I've realized is that I have a very deep appreciation for games that have very good, well hidden lore with very good soundtracks, and that will be my weakness forever. And I will keep trying to show them to you guys on a regular basis. So that will probably be my whole dig here. That's gonna be my shtick. I'm okay with that, as long as you guys are too. So yeah, Hollow Knight is an exemplary game. We will always, when we're doing reviews, we will always compare games to other games, and to a certain degree, that is a shame. A game should stand on their own and be judged of how they feel and how they are. And Hollow Knight feels and is a great game, and that should be all there is to it. But unfortunately, people, whenever they're initially trying to get people to play Hollow Knight, compare it to Dark Souls or other games. And while I have done that myself, while I've compared it to two different games as well, that is a crying shame. But it's a good thing that's being compared to those games, because it's amazing to see when people start being like, "Oh, this is like Dark Souls," to, "Oh, this is good." Like when it stands on its own 2 feet, which roughly comes, I would say, like an hour or two into the game. Um, I don't think I think only for the first 10 minutes I started thinking this as a Dark Souls game, because that's where I came from. That was the slot that it was filling, and that is the slot that will be filling it afterwards. We're going to be starting Dark Souls 3 on Wednesday. But that being said, it really stands up on its own. It's very good, and I cannot wait for Silksong. Silksong is just is great. I can't wait for Silksong. I can't wait. I'm gonna be there with the rest of you guys. I thankfully have other games to tie me over until then. I have a few challenges. I'm gonna be playing this game over and over again. It's gonna be one of my downtime off-stream games that I play, and I'm very happy about that. This is a great game, and this is a diamond in the rough that thankfully people brought to my attention and made me play. As somebody who's afraid of insects, as somebody who's afraid of spiders, I never thought I'd be happy to play a game all about them, and I am. This is a great game. It is bringing me to tears right now, because it's the end of its legacy right now, and it was a great game, and I'm also tired. So we're going to be calling it here. It is a perfect 9.5 out of 10. So, with all that said and done, thank you guys very much for watching. I have been Suntime Man, but you can call me Ben. Tomorrow we're going to be playing some more Hades, so stay tuned for that. But until then, take care, have fun, enjoy life, and help each other. Bye bye.